that, not then have to find
Well,
me.
I'm going to tell
You're watching Grizzly TV.
that we'll do a deal with her, a sideline report, where there's no shot on her.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
They don't even need to know. They just stay on.
But it's still, yeah.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
That's fine. You don't have to tell
And
them.
I'll tell. I'm going to tell.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
Okay. Oh yeah, it'll be on, yeah.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
Be coming up, you can catch him right here.
Yeah, I'll have to.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
Well, I won't know that.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
Is that what you're talking about?
Fleur, Chad, yeah.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
Get Fleur on the field and then be up here, but
Yeah.
I was like, they'll be switching spots.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
First time we've been in the semifinals since 2005.
Okay.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
Been this far. That's all you got to say. It's been 13 years since we've been this far.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
We got rained out the last time. Looks like we're going to get lucky tonight.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
All right.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
That's exactly what they do.
I'm like,
And they
yeah,
say
it
the
doesn't
same
matter
thing
what
every
I'm saying
time.
right now, yeah. They're just gonna say their spiel.
Northside football. It's the players running onto the field. It's more than 14 state championships and fans screaming, "Go Bears." Northside football. It's the city of Fort Smith standing together behind the first high school and a mascot like no other. Those select few who put on the jersey are chosen. They wear the colors, they pay the price, and they succeed. They are Grizzlies. Together we stand as tall as the old smokestack on top of our beautiful campus. Our memories are etched in stone for all to remember, and our blood flows grizzly red. For over 100 years we've been Grizzly mad, and today we will continue the tradition that has set us apart from any other. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Northside Grizzlies.
Welcome to the Northside Grizzly Coaches Show. Now, here's Buzz with Coach Mike Fleur.
I want to be the first one to congratulate you on film with that big win against the number one seed in the West, the Bentonville Tigers, 30-17.
Well, thank you, Buzz. It was a lot of fun. We knew going up there it was going to be a tough ball game. Our kids got ready, had a good week of practice. We kind of broke our routine a little bit Friday, took them back to Fort Chaffee where we kind of started this year, and watched a little Friday Night Lights, and then had a speaker and Master Sergeant Mounts, and did a great job. And knew leaving there our kids were ready to play. And so, I mean, it was just a great win for our football program, for our school. I can't say enough about our players, our coaches, the fans. I mean, you know, unbelievable how vocal they were Friday. So just a great night for Grizzly football.
Well, Coach, I knew we were came to play when the first drive Bentonville had. We were able to stop them. They were moving the ball pretty good, but then we shut them down. They only get a field goal.
Yeah, they hit. You know, we're doing a little something different on defense, a little different alignment, and they popped a big run on us. But then settled down, played. I mean, I guess the play of that drive is they throw the swing pass out there to number one, and Greg just comes up and just puts a hit on him like no other. And really think it affected him, and he had a little bit later with Anthony, with Boo Travis. I don't know how much he really wanted to run the football after that.
Coach, that's Preston Carpenter, and he is a good running back.
Yes.
He had 130 against Bentonville West 2 weeks before. They didn't get but 30 yards rushing the entire night, but Bentonville West defense and the Northside Grizzly defense, it's two different things.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of it's what we've built ourselves on is to play good defense. And, again, I say this every week, Coach Curry, Coach Neal, Coach Bush, Coach Solly do a great job every Sunday coming up with what we're going to do to try to stop somebody. And then our kids, for the most part this year, have done an outstanding job on Fridays. And so the last 3 weeks have played really, really well. And that's what you want. I mean, you're in a stretch run now. You want to peak at the right time, and I feel like that's what we're doing. And so it's a good feeling.
Well, Coach, it ended up 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. I thought there would be more scoring than that, but little did I know it was getting ready to happen. With 8 minutes left in the second quarter, we put it on them.
Yeah, I don't know that any of us knew that it was going to happen like that. But, we knew going in offensively, their defense is up there with Bryant's and North Little Rock. So, they're good. And
Yes,
they're well coached. They play hard. They're physical. So we knew it was going to take a few series to kind of get adjusted and figure out what we wanted to do. And then all of a sudden, man, defense gives us the ball in a short field, and you do what a good offense does. You come in and take advantage of it.
Turn those turnovers or field position into points. Every time you got in the red zone, we were getting points out of it. After our first touchdown, I made the statement on the air, we just hit that bully in the mouth. Let's see how they react. Coach, they ran the kickoff back 95 yards.
Well, it was after the second one.
Second one?
Yeah, it was the second
14,
one.
yes.
So we scored, and we go down and kick off. Ray Taylor actually makes a great tackle on the kickoff.
That's
and
right.
then on second or third down, Boo jumps up and
gets the interception.
Interception, runs it down to the 1. We score, and now, I'm thinking the same thing. Here we go, and then we kick off. And, our kickoff coverage team has been unbelievable this year. And they were Friday night all but the one time, and we had 2 guys in position to make the tackle. And they, I don't know if they didn't see the ball or if they relaxed for a second or what, but he ran right between them, and we didn't make the tackle. So that was the only negative in our kicking game on Friday.
Well, it didn't seem to affect us. After that, we ended up scoring twice more. Ended up 27-10 at half.
Yeah, we got the ball back the next series. It was really our only drive of over 50 yards the whole night. I think it was 11 plays, 69 yards. Deuce had some big plays. Jackson King had some big plays. J.T. Thorne, big play on third down.
That was huge.
So just kept things going, and so able to score twice, go in at half with a 27-10 lead, feeling, really good. But at the same time, the message was, okay, we've been here before. They're going to come out swinging now. Hey, it's 0-0, man. Let's go out there and play this football game. We played the first half. Let's win it. Let's get out of here. Let's enjoy the heck out of it. And we're going to the semifinals.
Well, Coach, it's 14-10. And you talk about J.T. Thorne's big third down. You have a 3rd and long. And was that play designed for JT to throw it? It looked like he was looking for a receiver and couldn't find it.
It was a throwback to Deuce.
Right.
And they had one guy, I don't know if he saw Deuce or what, but he stayed right with him. So the message was to JT, don't force anything. If it's not there, you take off. And he did, and did a lot of that by himself. He made several guys miss. And huge play in the game.
It was a huge play. Gets the first down. We end up scoring off of that. Coach, it was a game that you don't really get comfortable with it, even with that 27-10 lead. What was the conversation at halftime?
It was, what we do at half is the coaches get together offensively and defensively. What's hurt us, what's worked, what changes do we need to make? Then they get with their kids and they do that. And then in the end, the message was, it's a great first half, but it's only half. We were at Conway in the same situation. Let's finish the game off, and they did. They did a good job.
We talk about your kicking game. Dagan Moore, your punter, he had a great night again, Coach. Caught a couple of low snaps. He fielded them, did a great job getting them off, but boy, he had one that turned the field around.
Yeah, that's as big a play. We were kind of bad field position early, and then he hits a 57-yarder, I believe, and they get a block in the back penalty, which puts them back on about the 6, and then from that point on, they never got out of the hole.
Coach, let's talk about turnovers and penalties. We had 0 turnovers. That goes a long way in beating a team like Bentonville. Few penalties, but overall, did you feel like the game was called pretty fair?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, they missed some calls, but I miss calls, and Coach Curry misses calls. When you make it, you just got to go on. But no, I thought they did a decent job. The penalties, we had 4 holding penalties that, you go back and look at it in the second half, you felt like you didn't play as good offensive, but we moved the ball down there 3 times and got 3 consecutive holding penalties on 3 different drives on first down. On one of them, we threw a ball in the end zone to Jackson just right off his fingertips. The second drive, we ended up kicking a field goal, and the third one, we ended up punting. So, you can't do that. But the biggest stat of the game is no turnovers.
That's exactly right.
Because you come into it, Bentonville's not a team that turns the ball over very much either, and they had 3 and we had 0. So that's really a huge feather in your hat.
2 of those turnovers, Boo Travis, who was our A to Z Variety Store Player of the Game coach, he has an interception, almost gets it into the end zone for a pick 6. Then he had a strip on a kickoff, caused a fumble.
Boo's an outstanding player. I mean, he's I'm gonna call him a prime time guy. I mean, he makes plays, and it's because he plays so hard.
Right.
I mean, and he does. He plays hard, and he's exciting to watch, and he's a game changer. And so Friday night, I could see why he would be the A to Z defensive player of the game. But there were several guys on defense. I mean, holy cow, you could have named Greg Washington, Raytel Roan, just tons of them, because Caden Washington probably played his best football game of the year. Stetson Van Maitre made 10 tackles, played big for us. So, just a lot of guys that contributed that could have been any one of them.
Well, Coach, in the first half, we always start looking for our player of the game early, how they start, how they finish. And I made the statement to Jeff, my broadcast partner, watch Stetson. He's having that kind of a game. So you're right. It could have gone to a lot of different guys, but Boo was, like you said, prime time.
Yeah, he's a big time player.
He is, Coach. He's fun to watch, and we felt good about giving him that. I'd like to have seen him get that interception into the end zone, though.
Oh yeah, he was close, but it made short work for our offense, so that was okay.
Well, second half we come out. They end up getting it 30-17 with 11 minutes left. You got the feeling, we're a 2-score game now, and then I think we punt and we get a fumble then.
Yeah, it got a little more nerve-wracking. You were pretty comfortable when you're up 3 scores, and then all of a sudden you've got that one, and you're like, oh no, here we got to keep doing what we're doing. But we needed to move the ball and put some points on the board. We got a field goal to make it 30. But we really needed another score.
47-yard field goal at that.
Yeah, he unbelievable.
Yeah, Coach, he's got a good leg. He's been 100% on his field goals. Let me ask you a question. On the extra point that you end up going for 2, did you see something there, or did you have in mind that we need to get 2?
No, we have rules with that play, and if it depended on how many people line up where, and they didn't have enough people over there to stop it. Right. And when we threw the ball over there, the linemen, they know the call, but 3 of them just never moved.
Was it J.J. Mills?
J.J. Mills is the one that caught the ball.
Yeah.
But there's 3 of the 5 linemen just stood there, and so we had to block 2 people with 5 to score, and we didn't do it. Looking back at it, it probably was a dumb call on my part. Should have just taken the point, gone on, because when you're looking at it later and it's 30-17, 2 scores and 2 extra points, you lose 31-30. But that's something that I'll learn from.
Well, it's hard not to take the 5 against 2.
Yeah,
though, I understand that.
But
exactly right. Well, the last 2 minutes was a lot of fun, and you and I talked earlier today about how much fun it is to win like this, how much fun it is to do the broadcast like this, and boy, we really enjoyed that last 2 minutes. No, it's just ball control now. Let's run this clock out, and we're in the semifinals.
Yeah, we got the ball back. I think there was close to 3 minutes. They had 1, or maybe they'd used their last timeout. I think they had it. So we needed 1 first down. Let's get 1 first down, which we'd struggled because they knew going down the stretch we were not going to throw the football. Right. And so they're loading up, and here they come. And so they did a good job on that. But At that point, you're just trying to run the clock, don't do anything stupid to give them any kind of chance. And so we needed 1 first down, and I think, first play, Eli got several yards, and then Deuce got one where he ran it all the way within 1 with about 11 guys on his back.
Right.
And then Eli got the first down. At that point, there's now under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Take a knee and
Feel pretty good now.
Football
Yeah.
game's over. Just concentrate, snap the football, catch it, and take a knee. And we get to celebrate. And like you said, we're going to the semifinals for the first time in 13 years.
It's an awesome feeling, Coach, and I know all attention now is on Bryant. It's a rematch. But let me say this. I don't want to take anything away from the focus on Bryant, but we've beat Bentonville, we've beat Greenwood, and we've beat Southside all in the same year. The seniors on this team have never lost to Southside. There's so much good to this season regardless of what happens now.
Yeah, I mean, they've set a lot of standards. I mean, and that's what I talked to them Friday before the game. Hey, when this comes to an end, which at the most we got 2 more weeks.
Right.
But let's say it comes, but let's be able to walk off this field saying that we lost to a team that was better than us and we gave it everything we had.
Right.
If that happens, that's life.
That's right.
What we don't want to do is walk off this field knowing guy could have done more,
Right.
or we didn't play our best. So, it's been a great year. A win at Bryant makes it even better, and then a win the next week. I mean, it's just cherry on the pie, So we're going to go give it our best, and we're having a great week of practice. Our kids are excited. We're practicing Thanksgiving morning. I mean, as a football coach, and now our players had never done it before.
Right.
So, that's what you ought to be looking for every year when you start to be out here on
Practice
Thanksgiving.
on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
It's a great feeling. Well, we can't talk about Bryant without remembering that we lost that game 16-7, a game that they called off due to weather. Some decisions were made based on what's coming up next. Let's don't, overload ourselves with this and lose a game that we're going to win. So we do have now a chance to get a rematch. It's being called the Rain Rematch by Buck Ringgold. So, and what I understand today, there may be a little rain in the forecast now.
Yeah, I saw that. I hope not. No, I mean, we made some decisions that night based on we'd been sitting there for 2.5 hours, and the word was we were going to be sitting there for another 2. We're in a little old cramped locker room. Our kids are getting stiff. Some of them are already beat up a little bit. We can come back the next day. Well, that's not an option. We can come back on Monday. I guess that was an option, but now we're putting the Central game at risk. And so, I made the call based on what I thought was best for our kids at the time.
Right.
With the thought in the back of your mind is, hey, and that's what I told them, let's take care of business and maybe we'll get a rematch. Well, here it is. Yeah. And so they're a good football team. They're huge. Got guys that, dwarf our biggest guy. But you know what? I know what's fixing to happen. We're going to go down there and we're going to play our tails off. And it's going to come down to a play or two somewhere in that ball game. Either we're going to move on or we're not. And I believe that with everything I got.
Well, they beat Fayetteville 28-25. Fayetteville got within a field goal attempt. It was blocked. They lose that. We get the rematch. Everything that you had planned on when you made the decision not to play them has now done just what you wanted it to. We have another shot at them. We're in the playoffs. We've gone further than we've been in years. Coach, nothing's changed. We got to stop number 23.
Yeah, he's a good running back.
He is.
And he's hurt everybody that's played, including us the first time. Not as bad as some other people, but our kids know that. They understand that, and we're gonna do everything humanly possible to tackle him and get him before he gets going.
Well, Coach, he got 195 against Fayetteville. He had one long run for a touchdown, but he gets 195 and 2 touchdowns. If we can keep him under 100, is that pretty much a goal?
I mean, I think if we can keep him from breaking long runs, right. He may get his 100 but we got to make him work for it.
Right.
And we want it, and they like to throw the football.
Sure.
So if we can get them to doing that a little bit, I like our chances.
Well, Coach, we appreciate everything that you do and all the decisions you make to get us to this point. It's been an exciting year so far, and we're going to Bryant. in hopes of getting to that next game. But I know all focus is on this one right here. Bryant is, I know they're not going to be overconfident. They know what we're coming with. They saw what we did to Bentonville. No secrets about our defense. No secrets about our offensive weapons. Jackson King had a big game, like he always does. Is he 100% healthy now?
I wouldn't say he's 100%, but he's pretty close. I mean, and he's adjusted to the little pain he gets,
Right.
whatever. But he's done a great job since he's been back. Like a lot of them, like Eli, like DeMarion Shepherd.
Yeah.
You know, Maffei, Preston Ball's really come on. JT. I mean, so you know, we just got to do a good job of preparing, come up with the best game plan, knowing that it's going to be tough to move the football on them long distances. So we got to rely on our defense to help us, and when we get opportunities, we got to take them.
Do we have, and this time of year, normally you have some that may be out with that had some more severe injuries. Are we still good when it comes to that? Nobody's out that unexpectedly.
No, I don't know yet about Colt Ferguson. He twisted his knee Friday night. It was really tender this weekend. So we don't know yet on him, but you know, for the most part, you know, we bumps and bruises, and that's normal. I mean, that was a physical football game Friday night, but everybody, unless something happens during the week, everybody will play. Maybe Colt would be the only one that right now that's probably questionable.
Well, Coach, it's an exciting time for Grizzly football. We're looking forward to Bryant. It's a little rematch there, a little, you know, something that we could feel a little extra incentive to go down there and beat them. Looking forward to that. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thanksgiving Day, we'll be practicing. I'll be here watching. Thank you for giving us the excitement in the press box. I lost my voice a couple of times Friday night. If you watch the broadcast, you'll see a little bit, but I'd sure love to lose my voice this coming Friday night.
Well, I hope you do, and I just want to tell everybody that, you know, our practice Thursday mornings at 9. It's open.
Right.
We'd love everybody that's a Grizzly fan to come out, and if you want, and just watch them practice, meet the kids, and encourage them and let them know how excited they are.
Well, that's an open invitation for Grizzly fans, and we hope that you can come for the practice Thanksgiving Day. If not, tune into the game. Make the trip if you can. We're playing in Bryant. Kickoff is at 7. Coach's show is going to come on at 6:30. If you cannot make it, tune us in and root those Grizzlies on. You've been listening to the Mike Fuller Show on Grizzly TV.
For more than 50 years, Air Compressor Equipment Company has provided solutions for the oil, gas, and industrial markets, becoming an industry leader in custom fabrication. An unwavering focus on assembly, sales, and service means that whatever size project you have, ACEC can deliver what works. Air Compressor Equipment Company supplies to businesses working in the most demanding environments around the world, but is still a dedicated member of the Arklahoma community. Learn more at acec-ark.com. Air Compressor Equipment Company. Field tested, quality driven.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Hello, everyone, and welcome inside Hornet Stadium in Bryant, Arkansas on this Friday after Thanksgiving. I hope each of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving day. It is round 3 of the 7A playoffs, and it's been dubbed the Rain Revenge by Bucker and Gold. 16-7 was the score with 57 seconds left in the second quarter when it was called due to lightning. The decision was made not to finish, and you had this feeling, or maybe it was even a hope, that you'd meet again in the playoffs. Well, here we are, and the winner goes to War Memorial on December the 1st. To play for the state championship. Last Friday, we beat Bentonville convincingly, 30-17, and the Hornets beat Fayetteville 28-25 on a last-second missed field goal by Fayetteville as time ran out. They're big, we're fast. The ERC pregame show is next, so put your headgear on, button your chin straps. This is Grizzly TV.
I'm Buzz Sawyer, and I'm excited about 2018.
18. We have some new products with great prices and financing with low monthly payments. Sawyer's has been a part of this community for almost 40 years, and along the way we've learned the importance of a lifetime product, service after the sale, and making quality affordable. So if you're thinking about a new driveway, a custom patio, maybe insulated siding and windows, or one of our beautiful sunrooms, just give us a call or visit our showroom. We're ready to go to work for you.
Giving you a reason to smile. With 35 years experience, Harper Dental is committed to using state-of-the-art treatments to create healthy, beautiful smiles through comprehensive general, cosmetic, and surgical dentistry. Doctors Harper and Rutia accept new patients of all ages and most major insurances at their clinic on Uper Lane in Fort Smith. Stop by their Facebook page to get to know the staff of Harper Dental. They love to see you smile.
Welcome back to the ERC pregame show. They're 9-2. We're 8-4. We're coming off a big win against Bentonville. Very convincing win against Bentonville, 30-17. Actually, I think the score could have been a little worse than that. We had a couple times I think we could have scored. We had some holding penalties. We missed a couple of receivers in the end zone. Our defense just showed out.
Yeah, good to see you, Buzz. Good to be back on the air with you. You know, they always say at the beginning of every season, every coach wants to be practicing on Thanksgiving Day. Well, this year that happened with the Grizzlies, and right now they're playing lights-out football on both sides of the ball. Their defense, you know, everybody knows that Northside had a kind of a three-game hiccup there where they had 12 turnovers. Their defense gave up 110 points. Well, in the last three games, that's counting the Southside game, they have had no turnovers. Their defense, I'm going to say their defense has only given up 23 points because 7 of those points against Bentonville was against their kickoff team. So I'm going to say that the Grizzly defense in the last 3 ball games has only given up 23 points. And they've only given up 13 points in the 2 playoff games.
Well, I think they're a different football team after the Cabot loss. We've been on a run, and like you said, no turnovers, no penalties, no big penalties. And that's something that you definitely cannot have tonight against a team like Bryant. We talk about practicing on Thanksgiving. This is the first time in 13 years that the Bears have been able to do that. What a privilege it was to watch them practice yesterday. And I need to say thank you to some people. Frank Hugg, Brett Good, Matt Blaylock, Bruce Stanton, Sammy Fiore Jr. These guys put up the money yesterday to buy that team breakfast before their practice. Coach Rowland came in and talked to them. Then he also they funded their lunch today. They went to see Creed 2 this morning, had lunch, got on the bus, went to Conway, went to Hendricks, had their walk through there, came on in, had their pregame meal, and now you see the captains on the field. Boo Travis, what a big game he had.
Absolutely.
Stevie Young, Elijah Taboo, Deuce Wise, Greg Washington. Talked to Greg quite a bit yesterday during practice. And I noticed something last week. You're not going to be able to see it right now because they have their backs to us. Last week at Bentonville, watching them walk out on the field, they were coming from the other side, and you could just see how relaxed they were. They had their helmets off before the national anthem, and they were just relaxed. They were talking amongst each other, and you could see that, hey, they're not worried.
No.
They felt like they were going to get a win, and they did.
This is a very confident football team playing right now, and they're playing with confidence, whether it be at Mayo Thompson Stadium, whether it be on the road at Bentonville, whether it be on the road tonight at Bryant. They're very confident in what they're doing. Don't matter what play you run on offense, they're confident they can control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. And that's one of the keys tonight is going to be their ability to control the scrimmage on both sides of the ball. The offensive line and the defensive front seven have to have really great effort on every play tonight. You can't take a play off on the offensive line or the defensive front seven.
Well, last week Deuce had 24 rushes for 133 yards. Our defense held Bentonville to 30 yards rushing. Now, that's saying a lot because they got a great offensive line. They're very athletic. They were big. Had some good running backs. They have quarterback Easton Hughes, and he was running for his life all night long. Tonight, we need to do the same thing. Number 23, watch him. That's the guy you want to stop. Latavian Scott, he had 195 yards last week against Fayetteville, 2 touchdowns, 1 big run for 63 yards. We got to avoid that. Can't give up the big runs. no stupid penalties, no turnovers, and we'll be in it.
Well, that's what they did the last time they played Bryant. They gave up a long touchdown run to him. I can't remember how long it was, but I think it's close to 70 yards. And when he turned on the afterburners, there wasn't anybody on Northside's team was going to catch him. So I agree with you what you were talking about earlier tonight before the game on the way down here, actually, that if the defense can hold him under 100 yards, they'll win this game. I agree with that.
I think that's the key. And I was talking to Greg Washington yesterday, and I said, Greg, here's what I think it's going to take to win. You hold Latavian Scott under 100, and if we can put 30 points on the board, we're going to win it. Greg said, Buzz, we just need 21. So he has a lot of confidence in his defense. So that's good to hear, and we definitely need to see that from them tonight. Latavian Scott, number 23, if you're watching on TV, then you need to be watching for him, and if we can shut him down, then that's going to make all the difference in the world. Bears, I guess they won the toss and deferred to the second half.
Yes.
They're going to put the defense on the field first, so let's see what happens. We're going to try to get an interview with Coach Fuller, sideline report with Sarah Sawyer, and I have not located Sarah yet if she's got Coach Fuller or not, but we will go to her, and she does. Let's go down to Sarah Sawyer for a Cherryberry sideline report. Sarah?
Hey, Coach. We are in the semifinals, first time in 13 years. So you guys are probably more than ready for this game, and I know that I am. So how do you think you're going to prepare for this? What are we feeling about tonight?
Well, we've had a great week. Our kids have been focused. They've had a great week of practice. We're ready to play football.
All right, we're ready to watch football.
All right, thank you.
Well, Coach Fuller has been extremely upbeat all week long. You got to watch the coach's show. That was taped on Monday, and he was excited all the way through it. That show ran 19 minutes. Normally it's about a 10 to 12-minute show. He was excited about it. He's excited for the kids.
Yeah.
He feels really, really good about what they're doing and how they've turned this thing around since the Cabot game. So he has all the confidence in the world with this team tonight. What he wants, 100%. If you get beat and you give 100%, then that's all you could do.
And
but leave everything on the field.
And that's got to be every play. You can't, especially on defense. You can't take a play off on defense. You're out there on the field on defense. You have got to know your keys, and you have got to give 110% effort on every down on defense.
Well, we're about ready to tee this up. Henry Hernandez, who has been perfect with field goals all year long. He hit one from 45. Or was it 47? Hit one from 47 last week. Had one 45 against Catholic. Hit last week 47 yards. Had plenty to spare.
Yeah.
Last time we played here, we got rained out. We talked about that earlier. It was 57 seconds left in the first quarter, and it was just an extreme washout. Tonight, you kept thinking, man, is it going to happen again? It's real hazy. You can't really see it on your TV screen, but there's a lot of like a heavy fog above the stadium. So hopefully we just don't get any more rain. I think it has passed, so we'll see what happens. Bryant's going to send two deep. Henry's got it teed up, and he gets the go-ahead, and here we go. Ball is airborne, and it will land 2 yards deep in the end zone. Bryant will set up shop 1st and 10, their own 20-yard line. Ren Heffley. He is number 1. They showed him the number 12 on the roster, but he will be number 1. 6'1", 185 quarterback. Latavian Scott, 6 foot, 201 will be his tailback. Jake Metters, wide out. Hayden Schrader, wide out. Brandon Jett. Josh Robinson, who caught a pass for a touchdown against Fayetteville. He'll get in the game quite a bit too. Trip set to the left. Now they'll send a man in motion. Heffley gets the snap. He'll want to throw. Throws left side. It is knocked down, and that would be
Caden Washington.
That is Caden Washington that made the play. I'm going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Sure would like to see, if you don't get a 3 and out, just get a change in possession here.
That was a good read by Caden Washington then.
They'll show the same formation. Trips left. Now they'll send a man in motion. Heffley's got it, looks right, he throws in it, it is complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and Skylar Mingapal was there to make the play. Skylar's going to play cornerback on the left side. He'll
They give him 6 on that, looks like, Buzz.
Tyreek Adams on the right side. Monty Parks and Greg Washington are your safeties. 2nd down and 4. Ball on the right hash mark, 1 receiver wide. They're going to hand it off to the right side, and they've got some room to pick up a 1st down up to the 38-yard line. That was Ahmad Adams. He's a junior running back. Now he'll also play a little linebacker. They have him going both ways tonight. Ball at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. You got Latavian Scott and Ahmad Adams will be in the backfield. Heffley works out of the pistol. Now he's going to hand it off to Scott. Scott tries to get up the middle, and he'll get over the 40-yard line to the 41. We have a pickup of 2. Work up a 2nd down and 8 now.
That was Boo Travis in on the tackle.
Well, Ahmad Adams will go out. Jake Metters, he's a junior playing wide receiver. Now he can play some quarterback too. They'll split him wide to the left side. 1 back in the backfield, that's Scott. Heffley wants to throw, and he throws it over the middle, and it is interrupted. Good play. That was Tyreek Adams in coverage. Ball was pretty well thrown. If you watch it here on the replay, you'll see Tyreek just make a last-second move.
Good pressure.
That ball
there
falls incomplete.
That's good pressure there by Boo Travis. He may have made him throw that ball a little bit before he wanted to. Big play here for the Grizzlies on 3rd down. Let's see if we can get off the field here on this play.
3rd down and 8. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Heffley works out of an empty backfield. He wants to throw, and he throws it over the middle, and it is incomplete. In and out of the hands of River Gregory. He's a sophomore wide receiver. It was a well-thrown ball.
Yep.
But it just went in and out of his hands. That'll bring up a 4th down. Bryant will now have to punt. Jeremy Maffei retreats back to his own 24-yard line.
I like this kid's attitude back there returning these punts.
A long snap count, but he gets the punt off, and it's not a very good punt, and it will go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bears. You'll see Deuce Wise
That's pretty good.
Bring his offense in. Good job by the Grizzlies. Couple of passes that went incomplete. Great job by Tyreek Adams, Monty Parks. Defensive backfield is going to get tested. They like to throw it more than they like to run it. And how do you like that with a guy like Latavian Scott? Twins right. Deuce will work out of an empty backfield. He'll probably run a zone read. Try to get the feel of this team to get started with. Deuce is going to fake the handoff, and he does give the handoff to Jackson King. He's at the 40, at the 45. He's still free. He's over the midfield down to the 46-yard line. Good job by Deuce Wise. Ran a zone read, defensive end bit. He hands it off to Jackson King. And you have to beat a man named Cottrell Wallace. I don't know if you remember him from the last time we played. He's a 6'6" linebacker, number 88. Jackson put a move on him, gets him over midfield. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Deuce will hand it off to Eli Bolton. He goes left, and doesn't look like Eli is going to pick up any yards. It'll be a 2nd down and 10. James Clayton is your tight end. J.T. Thorne split to the right side into the boundary. Got Jeremy Maffei split to the wide side. King and Bolton in the backfield. Now he's going to send Maffei in motion. He's going to fake it to Maffei. Now he wants to throw. He looks left, and he's throwing into coverage, and it's going to be incomplete. There was a good job by Jackson King. He was actually double covered. The ball was hung just a little bit, and Jackson went on the defensive end. Great job by Jackson just to make sure there was not going to be an interception.
Got a flag. on the play. Or did they pick it up? Now they picked it up. Nope. They're declining whatever it is, looks like. Ineligible receiver downfield.
Penalty was against Northside. It was declined, and it is third.
Well, that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. 9:33 left in the first. Eli Bolton works in the backfield with Deuce. Now Deuce wants to throw. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to take it up the middle. He's at the 45 down to the 41-yard line. He'll be short of a 1st down. He needed a couple more yards. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Coach will have to make a decision here. And they're going to line the offense back up. Deuce may try to draw Bryant offsides. 4th down and 3 for the Bears. Doesn't draw him off. Now he looks back to the sideline to get his play. Ball on the right hash mark. Northside will take a timeout. Be 4th down and 3. 8:55 left in the first quarter. It's 0-0. We'll take a timeout with them. Be back with more Grizzly football right after this.
O'Neill Real Estate is a boutique-style real estate firm offering high-end services and valuing real connections with our clients. When selling your home or property, O'Neill Real Estate ensures your listing has the power to capture your buyer creatively, using all the cutting-edge tools and technology and social media to best service our clients. We're excited to be in our new home at 2500 Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith. Our team of agents are well-vetted professionals who exhibit entrepreneurial behavior, are prudent risk takers, and operate as a team. Check out O'Neill Real Estate today.
Well, Coach Fleur decided, let's go ahead and punt this away. Ball at the 41-yard line of Bryant, 4th down and 3. They'll send one back to retrieve this. Bacon gets the snap, and he gets a low, wobbly spiral, but it'll take a big hop, go all the way into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Bryant will the ball on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, but there is a flag dropped at the 20-yard line. We'll wait and see what the referee says. That's going to be a holding on Bryant, so they'll move him back, put him deep in their own territory to get their 2nd drive started. Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 with 8:48 left in the first. This will be the 2nd possession for Bryant. Weren't able to get anything going in the first possession. Missed a couple of passes they probably should have. Heffley will work out of the pistol. Now he'll hand off to Scott off the right side.
Beautiful tackle. You know who made that tackle? That's number 10, Greg Washington, in on stop for the Grizzlies. Made it in quick order, too.
It's a pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6 for Heffley. He's going to hand it off to Scott again, and this time he will be hit again by Greg Washington.
Well, Greg said he had something for him tonight, so maybe he wasn't lying.
Actually, Monty Parks was the first one in, and Greg came in after the fact just to clean it up. There's a pickup of 2, 3rd down and 4. Big down for the Bears. You'd love to see them have to punt
from down here,
on their own 15-yard line. One back in the backfield. Heffley wants to throw. He feels the pressure, throws it out to the right side, and it is dropped. He was being pursued heavily by Skylar Mingapal. That is a 3 and out. They'll have to punt the ball away from their own 15-yard line. Good job by the defensive side of the football for the Bears, and they have definitely taken up where they left off against Bentonville. Maffei will be in Bryant's side of the 50 to return this punt. He'll catch it on his own 5, and he'll get it away, and it's a low end over end, and nobody will touch it, and the ball will be
good field position.
The ball will be touched dead at the 47-yard line of Bryant. Now Deuce will bring the Grizzlies out for their second possession.
Two really good defensive series there for the Grizzlies, Buzz, to start this game off.
Field position, such a big part of the win or loss for teams like this that you look at them and you say, well, they're equally matched. Field position could be the game changer. So far tonight, Northside's had the field position.
Yeah, they've shortened the field for themselves and they've lengthened the field for the Hornets so far tonight.
Eli Bolton in the backfield. One left, one right. Deuce is going to hand it off to Eli Bolton up the middle, and he'll get over the 40 down to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains, 1st and 10. Big run by Eli Bolton right up the middle. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Ball at the 35-yard line of Bryant. Same formation, Eli in the backfield. He'll hand it to Eli again. He goes off the right side and is hit hard. He might get one. You'll hear Cottrell Wallace all night long.
Yeah, he's a good hand too.
6'6", 210-pound junior, and he's fast. He'll play outside linebacker. 2nd down and 9 for the Bears. No backs in the backfield. Trip set to the right side. They'll send Jackson King in motion. He fakes the Jackson. Now Deuce will keep it. He looks for some room on the right side, and he'll have to go out of bounds after a pickup of 2.
Buzz, that's that play that they ran so well last week against Bentonville. That's that, you can call it a quarterback draw, quarterback track, quarterback counter, whatever you want to call it. But you got both guards pulling. One kicks out, one leads up inside, and Deuce follows the guard, the backside guard, and that's a good play for them. Look for that a lot tonight.
3rd down and 6 from the 31. One back in the backfield, trips left. That's the wide side. Maffei into the boundary. Deuce will keep it himself, and he will be slung down for a loss. That is Kawan Robinson, senior defensive tackle. He is a specimen. Well, that'll bring up a 4th down. They'll loss of 2, so it'll be a 4th down and 8. I'm in the same situation we were before, a little bit better field position. We were on the 43. This time we were on the 31. Now we're back to the 33-yard line. Deuce looks to the sideline to get his play. He'll have Jackson King and Eli Bolton in the backfield. Deuce wants to throw. Drops back. He throws it to the left side, and this ball will be incomplete. Intended for Jackson King. It'll be a turnover on downs. Bryant will now get the ball at the 33-yard line with 5:54 left in the first quarter. Neither team has really threatened.
You know, he had good protection for about 3.5 seconds there. I think if he had had about another half a second protection, he would have completed that pass.
Well, Ahmad Adams, your big junior running back, is back in alongside Latavian Scott. Heffley will work out of the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Adams, and he'll be taken down immediately by Raytel Roan. He lost his helmet, so he'll have to come out for a play. It was also, Caleb McDonald was in on it.
Well, they did a good job there, but as the coaches did, they called a slant to that side of the field. Apparently, that's what Bryant likes to do after a 4th down stop. They like to run to that side of the field, to their own side of the field, and Northside had that well scoped out.
Loss of 2, 2nd down and 12 for the Hornets. One back in the backfield with Heffley. He wants to throw, he looks left, now he looks over the middle, and it is complete. Greg Washington with a good hit, but it is complete. That's to Brandon Jett. Be short of a 1st down off the 42-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 1.
Well, he got good protection then, and that's what he can do when he gets good protection.
He'll send Josh Robinson to the short side of the field. Latavian Scott in the backfield. Now he's going to hand it off to Scott, and Scott he'll be close to the first down. He was hitting the backfield,
yeah, he
but
was.
glanced off that blow and then took it on close to the first down. Let's see where they mark
gave it to him.
That's going to be a 1st and 10 for Bryant. At the 43-yard line, 4:45 left in the first. If you need 1 yard, you know who's going to get it.
Oh, yeah.
Scott stays in the backfield. Heffley will work out of the pistol. Trips right side. He looks right. Has time to throw. Now he's being flushed out of the pocket, and he'll have to take it out of bounds. Good coverage.
Yes, very good coverage.
You had Elijah Taboo in coverage over Grant Bowtie. And Grant's been a good player for them. He's a receiver that is very sure-handed. But Elijah Taboo had him shadowed then. Heffley had to run, get it out of bounds. 2nd down and 6 after a pickup of 4. 4:24 left in the first. 0-0 is our score. Both teams have had 2 possessions. Now Bryant is on their 3rd. 2 backs in the backfield. Adams and Scott. Now he's going to hand it off to Adams, and he does not have anywhere to go, and he is gang tackled.
Wow.
Caden Washington.
Man, just take your pick.
And you had Monty Parks come in. Good job by the defense of the Bears. A little confusion on the offensive side.
That's good.
They're going to send Latavian Scott to the short side of the field. Empty backfield. 3rd down and 8. Heffley claps, gets the snap. He looks, he throws it over to the left side, and it is broken up by Boo Travis. It was intended for Latavian Scott. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Bryant will send their punting unit back in. Jeremy Maffei will drop back for the 3rd time tonight. This time he'll be at his own 20-yard line.
You know, I don't think they're going to give him the opportunity to return any punts. Now, they know how dangerous he is. They know how fearless he is, so they're not going to give him anything easy.
It's a good snap. It's kind of a rugby-style punt, and it's going to take a Bryant bounce down to the 20-yard line, down to the 15.
Wow.
All the way down to the 12-yard line. What those rugby-style kickers usually do, they just kick a ball that's low and hard, and it'll roll forever. The Bears will get it at their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Well, 3:29 left in the first.
You know what they need to do here? They got to get at least a couple of first downs here and get this. Like to see them keep this ball till at least the end of the first quarter and put some points on the board right here on this 3rd possession that they have.
J.T. Thorne split to the wide side of the field. Deuce has 2 backs in the backfield. Demarion Shepard's in now. He's going to hand it to Jackson King. Jackson goes to the right side. He gets up to the 25-yard line where he is hit hard, taken out of bounds. That'll be a 1st and 10. You're watching the replay. Jackson's trying to get around the edge, and he does. And that speed is where
he got a good block on the edge, too.
Beat Cottrell Wallace there. And that's hard to do. A 6'6" with a wingspan that can run. Ball on the right hash. 1st and 10 for the Bears at the 25-yard line. Shepard in the backfield. Deuce keeps it himself. Get to the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. 2nd down and 4. You pick up 6 yards every time you touch the football.
Absolutely.
Just keep marching down the field.
That's it.
.256 left in this first quarter. A lot of defense. Shepard in the backfield. Thorne to the right side. Preston Ball to the left side.
Oh, man.
Deuce goes off the left side, and we'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That was a good zone read by Deuce then, Buzzing. He had a crease there, and, boy, just if it had been a half a step quicker, that would have been a big play.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 from the 33-yard line. Demarion Shepard stays in the game. Jackson King will split wide to the left side. Thorne into the numbers. Now Deuce will give it to Demarion, and it looks like he's going to be close to the first down. Just depends on where he gets the spot.
If he had to get to the 45, he's going to be short.
The ball is going to be, looks like it's going to be half a ball short. And we'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah.
So that is going to force Northside to, I mean, you're talking about 4th and
inches, if there is such a thing. But
they're forced to send Dagan Moore in to punt this away.
But what I like to see, that they got a couple of first downs and they moved the ball out. It's just hard to get a drive going when you're inside your 15-yard line. But they did a good job.
Jake Metters will drop back to his own 30-yard line. James Clayton, your long snapper. Perfect snap. Wobbly spiral that hit at the 35, and it'll take a Northside bounce down to the 20-yard line, to the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. Good job by Dagan Moore. Nobody has tried to catch a punt tonight. Everybody's just letting it hit and roll. And I'll tell you, one of the reasons is there's so much haze that you may lose sight of the football once it gets to its peak. So out of fear, just let the thing hit and do what it's going to do. Don't make any mistakes. Hopefully it clears off before the night is over, because I sure would like to see Jeremy Maffei take one and break it.
Well, he's fearless, so if he's letting them bounce, they're not catchable.
Ball is at the 19-yard line. They'll hand it off to the right side, and he'll be gang tackled. Greg Washington is there. That was Latavian Scott. Latavian's used to having a little bit more room to run through, and the Northside front line and linebackers they're not having any part of that.
Well, they marked it on the 21. They gave him one of those yards. He did not cross the 20. Didn't look to me like, but it is what it is. And 2nd and 8.
Well, they're going to say he's on the 22.
Oh,
second down, but they are showing a 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, twins left. Heffley wants to throw, and he throws a little screen out to the left side. It's complete at the 30-yard line. He'll pick up, be close to the first down. And that was Latavian Scott. That little bubble screen, and they're going to use him obviously a lot as a receiver. Whatever you can do to get it into his hands, I'm sure that's in their game plan.
Yeah, and get him into the open field, and he made a good tackler miss him right there. And
it's at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Scott in the backfield. Heffley will send a man in motion. Now he wants to throw, rolls right. Here comes the pressure, but he's going to get rid of it, and it will be overthrown. Incomplete. You had Elijah Taboo on that side trying to make a play on it. 2nd down and 10. 3 seconds left in the first quarter.
That looks like.
You see Raytail Roan chasing him.
Oh, yeah. He felt him, too.
He did, and he's thinking, I can't believe this guy is this fast.
Because I'm fast. And he was running even faster then because Raytail was right on his heels.
Ball on the left hash mark. One receiver to the wide side, one to the short side. They'll hand it to Adams off the right side, and he will be stopped for no gain.
See, that's what they need to do, and they're doing a good job right now, Buzz. You see that they didn't take the fake. They didn't. The guys on that side where the ball was handed off, they did not take that fake to the other side, stayed at home, made a good play.
Well, that's going to end the first quarter. 0-0 is the score. We'll take a break and be back with the start of the second quarter right after this.
Get game day ready for less. Only at A to Z Variety in Fort Smith. Ribeyes, burgers, pizza, soda, juice, Gatorade, chips and salsa, cups, straws, and more. Game day starts at A to Z Variety in Fort Smith.
Deja food. The eerie feeling you're having the same food at every group event. Because you are. But now, there's a cure.
I got tacos.
Tacos. Whatever your occasion, mix things up with 12 delicious tacos in one box. Taco Bell Party Packs. Party food will never be the same again.
Welcome back to Hornet Stadium. 0-0 is the score. We've got a new 12 minutes. Let's go down to Sarah Sawyer for a Cherry Berry sideline report. Sarah? Well, let's save her for a couple more minutes from now. 1st and 10 for the Hornets, their own 27-yard line. No, I take that back. It's 3rd and 12 for the Hornets at their own 27-yard line. Heffley works out of an empty backfield, wants to throw, rolls right. He feels the pressure, and he's had to throw it out of bounds just to get rid of it. Good job. That was Raytel Roan in pursuit, as usual. They'll bring up a 4th down. Good job by the Bears. It's another stand. Jeremy Maffei will come in. This is his 4th punt return. He'll drop back to his own 40-yard line. Looks like the haze has even gotten a little thicker. There, the punt, it is off, and it will hit and do what it does and just roll and down to the 30-yard line. It'll end up at the 24-yard line of the Grizzlies. I'll tell you this about the punters. Both punters are getting the roll, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to have a good night tonight, both punters. And that ball hit and rolled, 25 yards from where it first hit?
Yeah, I mean, if they just get it airborne for 20 yards, they're getting 40 yards plus on every punt. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies at their own 24-yard line. Trip set to the right side. Preston Ball to the numbers. One back in the backfield, that's Eli. Deuce looks right, wants to throw, pumps, rolls right. Now he throws. He's got a man. He's at midfield, and he'll be taken down. That is J.T. Thorne. Deuce just bought the time. He pumped once, felt the pressure, rolled right. J.T. does what a good receiver does, get your quarterback out of trouble. Makes the catch, but they're going to say that there is a infraction. Is probably going to be holding.
Holding or ineligible receiver downfield.
Personal foul.
Well,
what you have to avoid is those kind of penalties. They'll move the ball back to the 10-yard line of Northside after a big pickup. He's talking about J.T. Thorne getting your quarterback out of trouble. He did. Not really sure where the penalty came from. Coach Fuller is trying to get an answer. It is what it is. 1st down and 20 now. Coach will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. This is Grizzly TV.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
Whoa, doesn't time fly when you're having fun. Mike Blaylock with Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. For the past 35 years, we've had the privilege of providing service and York heating and cooling products to Fort Smith and the River Valley area. To have a red truck rolling your way, give us a call today. Serving Fort Smith and the area for 35 years. That's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services, 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
1st and 20 for the Bears.
Well, that's one of the things we said they couldn't do was get those big penalties. Let's see if they can overcome that now. That's one of the things you need to do.
They've been doing that.
Don't get too low.
Last couple of games, they've been able to overcome a few penalties to get their offense moving again. Trips to the left side. Deuce will send Jackson King in motion. He'll keep it to the left side. Now he pitches to Jackson King. Jackson looking for some room, and he will lose yards, be taken down at his own 4-yard line. Jacob Neal, senior middle linebacker. Play just took too long to develop. Gave Bryant too much time to make the adjustments, and they, just like Northside, they have a lot of speed, offense and defense. Loss of 10, 2nd down and 30. Deuce will work with one back in the backfield. That's Eli. Bad snap, but Deuce gets a handle on it. He just wants to get it out of the end zone, and he does. Get it back to the 4-yard line. Just a good job by Deuce handling that snap. 3rd and 31. Colt Ferguson is in. He'll be at the tight end position. They run a 2 tight here. James Clayton on the other side. J.T. Thorne split wide to the right side. Deuce will work out of the backfield with Eli. He's going to keep it himself off the right side. Looks for a cutback lane. He'll get up to the 15-yard line. A little bit of breathing room. You needed that. Ball was at the 4-yard line. So he'll pick up 11 yards, so that'll give us a lot more room to get this ball out of there. Dagan will come in to punt this away. Bryant will set up at their own, right at midfield to return this. It's going to be a penalty on the
they're going to back them up 5.
Like there was a little movement before the snap.
After the penalty, ball's going to be marked at the 10-yard line.
We'll move it back to the 10. 9:34 left in the second. No score. Northside had a big pass play to J.T. Thorne. It was called back for a personal foul. Dagan gets the snap. This ball is away, and he hits it pretty good. A fair catch is called at the 44-yard line. Jake Metters catches it. His own 44. Bryant will have their best field position of the night. 1st and 10 with 9:28 left in this half. Looking forward to the halftime. We have a guest that I'm sure everybody will love to kind of hear what he's up to now. Latavian Scott in the backfield with Heffley. Heffley will hand it off to Scott. He goes up the middle. And he'll get 6 yards. Six foot 205, and he
runs like
fast.
he's every bit of that.
2nd down and 4. Out of the same formation, Scott in the backfield, and they'll fake it to him this time. Now Heffley wants to throw, looks to the right side, and it is complete. And if he stays in bounds, it's a touchdown, and it looked like he went out. Tyreek Adams was in coverage, but it looked like he stepped out of bounds to me. If we could see a replay on that, but they're not going to say he did. They're going to say it's a touchdown. You can see right here, right there, but he tight walked it and took it in for a touchdown. Well, when you have a guy like Scott, you got a key on, you kind of forget about some of their receivers. The score is now 6-0, pending this extra point. The kick is low, but it does go through. 7-0 is the score. 8:54 left in the half, and you kind of go back to the personal foul penalty that ends up getting you behind on the scoreboard, but we'll see what happens. We'll stay here until they get this kickoff. I'm going to try to get back to Sarah Sawyer here. I'm going to go ahead and go down to Sarah Sawyer right now for a Cherryberry sideline report. Sarah?
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are dry up there because I'm a little wet. It's definitely sprinkling, and as more and more comes down, I'm just getting more and more drenched.
So it looks hazy from here, but that's actually
moisture. It's actually rain, yep.
Gotcha. All right, well, we just need these Grizzlies to hold on to the football and try to get this game tied up.
That's right. Let's watch it.
All right, Eli will set up at his own 5-yard line. Grayson Scholes is your kicker. He gets this one airborne, and it will go to the left side, and that will be picked up by J.T. Thorne. And J.T. will be taken down at the 24-yard line. There's 8:47 now left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Bears, and that was a quick strike by Bryant.
Yeah, they only took them, 2 plays?
Yeah, you give it to Latavian Scott once. He gets a big gain, and then they hit a big pass play. Yeah, Tyreek in coverage. The ball was hung up just a little bit.
Yeah.
He thought that he was going to be able to make up the ground, but he wasn't able to. Deuce works out of the pistol, 2 backs in the backfield. Now he'll hand it off to Eli Bolton, and Eli may get a yard out of it.
Well, I think that they ran a blitz on that touchdown play, Buzz, and they had to go to man coverage in that, and they didn't have anybody over the top, so he was out there on that island by himself in one-on-one coverage.
Ball's on the left hash. JT split wide right. Jackson King in the boundary, and he'll hand it off to Eli again. Eli goes off the right side, and something that Eli never does is fumble the football, and he fumbles, and it'll be Bryant's ball, but let's see if the referee says he was on the ground. Oh, it looked like the ball had hit the ground, and they're going to say that that is not a fumble, and it's not. The ground cannot cause the fumble, and that's exactly what happened. The Bears will keep it. 3rd down and 5. Eli will stay in the backfield. Jackson King split into the boundary. JT wide right. Now Deuce wants to throw, drops straight back, looks to the left side, and he will throw it incomplete, intended for Jackson King. That'll bring up a 4th and 5, and Dagan Moore will have to come back in, and this is as much as Dagan has punted in the first half of any game.
Yeah, and that's you had to get in those 3rd and 5 and 6 situations, especially when you're on your own end of the field.
Jake Metters will drop back to his own 35 to return this punt. Dagan will catch the snap at the 15. James Clayton, a long snapper. It's a high spiral into the haze that lands at the 40 and takes a north side bounce all the way down to the 20. It will stop at the 20-yard line. Good job by Dagan Moore. You've got Dagan for 2 more years. Not only can Dagan punt the football, but he's got a really powerful leg when you need to get one through the uprights. He's got distance and he's got accuracy.
All
but
right.
we have Henry Hernandez, who has not missed a field goal all year. We'd just like to get Henry, at least get him in range.
Yeah.
Get the offense moving, play on Bryant's side of the field. We had good field position in the first quarter and just hadn't done much since. 1st and 10 for Bryant at their own 20-yard line. 7:22 now left in the half. Heffley will work with Latavian Scott in the backfield. He fakes to him, looks left, throws it to the left side to a wide open receiver at the 30, the 35, at the 40. Taken down at the 46-yard line. Greg Washington on the tackle. He was wide open, just on a sideline route. Made the catch and then was able to pick up some yards after the catch. 7:11 now left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line of Bryant.
Well, Buzz, here's
We'll
what
take a
Northside
timeout.
Northside's defense in the last couple of plays, and they've hit these. That Bryant is that touchdown pass and that pass right there. Northside is using a lot of blitzes, and they're having to go cover 0, and they don't have anybody coming over the top to help out the corners, and so the corners are out there on that island by themselves, and but somebody, to be that wide open, somebody blew the coverage. Somebody missed the blitz call, and we're in a zone coverage instead of a man coverage, and that's why he was left so wide open. Somebody didn't get the coverage call.
You got Coach Curry, defensive coordinator. He also coaches the defensive backs, and he's having a talk with them right now. Now, you just can't leave them that wide open.
No, you can't miss the calls either. If you're a defensive back and you miss a blitz call and you're supposed to be in a man coverage and you're in the zone coverage, somebody's going to be wide open.
1st and 10, 46-yard line. Heffley works out of the pistol. He'll send Burks in motion. He's going to hand it off to Scott. He goes up the middle, and he is hit by Conley Bone first, and now there's a little extracurricular, and that's going to be Raytel Roan, and you got to be careful. Ball right on the midfield stripe. 2nd down and 6 for the Hornets. Heffley looks to the sideline. There's Latavian right next to him. And he's going to hand it to Scott, the left side. He will be taken down by Stetson Van Maitre. They'll move the sticks again. 1st and 10. Watch Latavian Scott. Looked like he was going to go up the middle and just stutter step went left. Was able to pick up a first down.
Yeah,
the 44-yard line of Northside. Just want to see him get in a groove. You know, your goal is to try to keep him under 100.
Well, they've been doing a pretty good job so far with him, but their passing game is what's hurting Northside right now.
Heffley gets the snap. He wants to throw, throws it over the middle, and it went over the middle to the left side, but it goes incomplete. Hey, you stand up here in this press box and look out into the field. Our TV screen, what you're seeing on TV is so much more clear than what we're actually seeing.
Well, we need to go down to the Walmart store or somewhere like that and buy some Windex.
Well, you got one side and the other side is clear, but it's just so much haze in the field. 2nd and 10 for the Hornets. Burks goes in motion. Now they're going to hand it to Scott. He goes right.
That was beautiful.
He'll be taken down by Greg Washington. Good job by Greg.
That was a slant. Look at that. Look at them slant that way. They slanted to the wide side of the field. What a beautiful call by Coach Curry. Good job, Coach.
Ball at the 45 mark it at the 45-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down and 10. Scott stays in the backfield. Trips to the left side. That is the wide side of the field. Heffley claps, gets the snap, looks left, and he throws, and it is complete to a wide open down to the 20, to the 15, down to the 14-yard line. And that catch was, that's another, I don't know if they're just.
Well, they just found the soft spot in that zone. They were in a zone then. He just found the soft spot right there between the corner and the safety.
Well, that was a big down, too.
Yeah,
you had
that was third
down and 10.
Yeah.
Ball at the 15-yard line of Northside. 1st and 10. Heffley wants to throw again, and he will be taken.
Oh, yeah. I think that was Boo Travis on there, Buzz. He came in second, I think. Wow, that was a great play.
There's a loss all the way back to the 25-yard line. 4:47 left in the 2nd quarter. Love to see them try to get out of here with a field goal attempt if you can. 2nd and 20. Heffley wants to throw. He's feeling the pressure again. Now he throws a screen to Scott. Scott goes off the right side, and he's still on his feet. He'll take it all the way to the end zone after 2 or 3 missed tackles for a touchdown. That'll make the score 13-0. You watch that on the replay. He hit a lot of traffic. We have a missed tackle at the 10-yard line. Then he just takes it in for the touchdown. .421 left in the half. Just can't get your head down.
No.
Grizzlies just going to have to regroup, come back and get some points on the board.
Score this possession and then come back and get the ball first in the second half. And
the kick is up and it's good. Makes the score 14-0. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff right after this.
Burton Pools and Spas. Check them out on their website, burtonpools.com. See their selection of hot spring spas, doughboy pools, and in-ground selections. As always, free spa and pool water testing. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun. burtonpools.com. Chlorine-free Baquasil pool care system. The difference is clear. burtonpools.com. With 2 locations in Fort Smith and Springdale to serve you. burtonpools.com.
14-0 is the score. Grayson Scholes will tee it up at the 40. Eli Bolton at the 5. And this one is airborne. It'll go to the left side to J.T. Thorne. He'll catch it at the 10, at the 20. He will be hit and brought down at the 25-yard line. Well, you got 4 minutes.
Yeah.
4 minutes and 16 seconds left. what you're hoping for is to try to get a score and then get the ball in the third quarter.
Well, what you need to do is hold this ball whether you score or not. You'd like to score. You'd like to see him put some points on the board, but don't give Bryant another chance to score right before half.
Deuce sends twins right, twins left. Now he'll roll right. Looking to get to the edge, and he'll be taken down. I can't tell if it's going to be a loss or just no gain, but
he got 1
get
yard,
to the far
I think.
side of the field, and they may give him one. Second down and 9. Maffei and Jackson King will go to the right side. J.T. Thorne will split to the left. James Clayton in the slot to the left side. That's the wide side of the field. Deuce will work with Eli. He goes to the left side and looks for a little bit of room, and he's got some. A couple of missed tackles there, and he gets to the 32-yard line. He's going to pick up a 7. That was a hard 7 there.
Yeah, it was. He had to earn every bit of that.
That'll be a 3rd down and 4, 3:18 left in the half. Colt Ferguson comes in. Jeremy Maffei will come out. Jackson will split wide to the left side. J.T. Thorne to the short side of the field. Deuce wants to throw. He looks left, and he's going to throw it left, and the ball is just off target, looking for Jackson King. It'll go incomplete. That'll bring up another 4th down. That'll force Dagan Moore to come back in and punt once again. There's still 2:49 left on the clock. Well, if anything, he just needed to get a couple of first downs to try to get rid of some of that clock.
At least one first down, yeah.
Metters will drop back to his 39-yard line, and Dagan will kick it away, and it's another high wobbly spiral, and this one does not get the bounce. It'll hit at the 40-yard line, and J.J. Mills will down it at the 39. So Bryant Heffley and company will come back in, and I'm sure they're going to try to bite off as much as they can here and try to get a 3-score lead before half. So looking for a break.
An interception, maybe?
I just hate to go back to that personal foul on that pass to J.T. Thorne, but that to me was a turning point.
Yeah. That was a drive. Now, personal foul penalties can be drive extenders or drive killers, and in that sense, it was a drive killer.
Heffley works out of an empty backfield. He'll send Scott wide to the right side. He looks right. Now he looks down the middle, and he throws it almost intercepted by Tyreek Adams, and you had Monty Parks also looked like he may have gotten a hand on it. But you can see that Bryant's wanting to get as much as they can possibly get. They have had a lot of success through the air finding soft spots. There's a flag on the ground, so they'll move
Bryant's
Bryant back.
backing up, yeah. Did you see what the call was?
It's probably
holding.
It looked like a holding call. They'll mark it at the 29-yard line. Be 1st and 20. Scott will now line up in the backfield. Metters goes in motion. Now Heffley drops back, throws it over the middle, and it is complete, but he is hit immediately by Boo Travis. Schrader is the man on the reception. He had a touchdown reception against Fayetteville last week. He and Josh Robinson had big nights through the air. Latavian Scott has had a big night tonight on the ground and in the air. 2:05 left, 2nd and 14. Heffley wants to throw again, has time. Now he's just going to take it up the middle.
Missed tackle. There's a good tackle. Have missed one, and then Elijah Taboo wraps him up and takes him to the ground.
3rd and 10. 1:30 left. Heffley looks to the sideline. .122 left. And they're just going to try to run as much clock as they can now. They're all the way down to 3 seconds left on the clock, and they'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 14-0 is the score. We'll be back with more Grizzly football right after this.
Contemporary townhomes, luxurious apartments, and the convenience of nearby businesses. Welcome to the Hub at Providence. Providence, at its heart, the Hub is an exciting new live, work, play neighborhood, unlike any other in Chaffee Crossing or the Fort Smith metro area. And you can be a part of it if you act now. Own, rent, and work opportunities are all options as this new venture community unfolds. Visit providenceerc.com to learn more and plan your visit.
Well, the Bears will get one more possession before half. Get a shank here, maybe even a block. Put a punt block on and possibly get some field position where you can take a shot. Well, they're going to line up here with a 3rd and 10. One back in the backfield. Heffley's going to roll right. He's going to have to throw this one out of bounds. Good coverage. Greg Washington, Tyreek Adams, Skylar Mingapaw. Heffley just had to get rid of it. So that'll bring up 4th down and 10, still with 1:08 left. At their own 39-yard line.
I don't think Northside's out of timeouts, are they?
They are out of timeouts.
They are out of timeouts. I didn't realize
Buffet
they'd use
will
that many.
drop back at his 30, but this will be one of those kicks that'll run for.
Boy, he's gotten rolls all night. Man.
Well, maybe that answers the question. We ought to just get out of this half, go in, reorganize, and come back out with first possession in the 3rd quarter and see if we can't try to get some points on the board.
I don't know what his role was on that, but that was a 61-yard punt. Wow.
Jackson split to the left side. Ball's on the right hash. JT Thorne into the boundary. Deuce gets a high snap, but he will keep it himself. Goes off the right side. Let's try to be safe with the ball now.
Yeah.
Just let's get to the halftime. We have a special guest coming. We'll get some stats. Anxious to see how we've done with Latavian Scott on the ground. Well, first 3 possessions we were doing really well.
You know, I think he's hurt us more through the air on those little screen passes, those little flare passes they've ran to him. But Gooser will have the answers.
2nd and 6. Eli in the backfield. He will hand it to Eli. Eli's got a little bit of room off the left side. He'll get up to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. Enough for a 1st down. We'll move the sticks. We'll get one more play before we go to the half. Now they just let it run out. That'll take us to the Weichert Realty, the Griffin Group halftime show. We'll take a break and be back with our guest and some stats right after this.
Expect the best and get it. Floyd Trailer Honda. Visit their showroom at 3200 Zero Street in Fort Smith or shop online at trailerhonda.net to browse an exciting inventory of new Hondas as well as pre-owned vehicles. Floyd Trailer has been in business in Fort Smith for 60 years and your hometown Honda dealer for 42 years. And they've been named Best of the Best by the readers of the Times Record. They strive to earn the trust and support of the community they happily serve. And at Floyd Trailer Honda, they always remember who's in the driver's seat. Stop by today.
When Arklahoma's businesses, churches, and schools need screen printing, embroidery, or signage, where do they go? There's only one answer: S&S Design and Sign Company. These organizations know that S&S will deliver quality work in a timely fashion. Whether it's apparel or storefront lettering, S&S Design and Sign is Arklahoma's screen print and sign shop, your best resource for designing and producing custom banners, as well as jackets, hats, and t-shirts. Find them on 64 Highway west of I-40 in Roland, or like them on Facebook or Instagram to learn more.
Weichert Realtors The Griffin Company provides an extraordinary real estate experience for both clients and agents. Now with offices in Bentonville, Springdale, Fayetteville, and Fort Smith, they proudly offer clients and customers the expertise you need when buying or selling. From contract to closing, their realtors are equipped with the knowledge and resources to ensure a smooth transaction, start to finish. Visit them at 3920 Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith or online at WeichertFortSmith.com. Experience the Weichert difference.
For more than 50 years, Air Compressor Equipment Company has provided solutions for the oil, gas, and industrial markets, becoming an industry leader in custom fabrication. An unwavering focus on assembly, sales, and service means that whatever size project you have, ACEC can deliver what works. Air Compressor Equipment Company supplies to businesses working in the most demanding environments around the world, but is still a dedicated member of the Arklahoma community. Learn more at acec-ark.com. Air Compressor Equipment Company. Field tested, quality driven. For more than 50 years, Air Compressor Equipment Company.
Stadium, 14-0 is the score. This is the Weichert Realty, the Griffin Group halftime show. G2 Media, LLC, and Life 98.7 reserve all rights to this broadcast. I tell you what, we've had a great year as far as production goes. We sure appreciate everything that has taken place to be able to get Grizzly TV. Yeah, I know we've gotten a lot of comments from parents, past players, people that are able to tune this in and actually see the Grizzlies in action where maybe they wouldn't have been able to otherwise. But if it wasn't for them, we sure wouldn't be able to put on this broadcast. Pregames, ERC, Replay, Taco Bell, Red Zone, Burton Pools and Spas, our sideline report, Cherry Berry, halftime show, Weichert Realty, the Griffin Group, postgame report, Floyd Trailer Honda, players of the game, A to Z Variety Store. Our game sponsors, Blaylock Heat and Air and Plumbing Services, O'Neill Real Estate, S&S Design, Sawyers, Mitchell Harper DDS, Air Compressor Equipment, and Potts Company CPAs. 14-0. Boy, it started out just a defensive struggle, and then I just think that once we got that personal foul penalty after that long pass to J.T. Thorne, that everything just seemed to turn around. Field position changed. The morale changed.
Yes, it did. Well, mark this time down, Buzz. With 11 minutes and 24 seconds to go, it was a pretty even game. And then I don't know who that personal foul was on, don't know what it was for, but they got called for a personal foul with 11:24 left in the second quarter. And 2 plays later, if you don't count the punt, if 3 plays later counting the punt, hey, it's 7-0 Bryant. And they just kept going from there. And then that Latavian Scott took a screen pass 25 yards for a touchdown. That was on second down and 20. That was on a 2nd and 20 play, and they ran a screen pass to him, which was a good call by their coach, and he took it 25 yards to the house. And like you said, since that personal foul penalty, and we talked about that for the game, no turnovers, no big penalties, no personal foul penalties, no unsportsmanlike conduct, nothing like that. But that happened. Now they need to rebound. Don't get too low. You don't want to get too low when something goes bad. You don't want to get too high when something goes good. But they get the ball to start the second half and put a good drive together, put some points on the board, get your confidence back, and get back in this game.
Well, I know Coach Frazier was anxious to get to the locker room, talk to his offense, because we are going to get that first opportunity in the third quarter. Coach Curry is going to do what he needs to do to get realigned in the on his defensive side. And we have a very special guest that's going to be able to tell us a lot of what he sees. He's an ex-Grizzly. He was here 2 years ago. He is now playing for Dartmouth. He's an Ivy League linebacker, Tanner Cross. So we're going to take a break. Give us 1 minute. We'll be back with Tanner right after this.
You're in business to do business, not paper. paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
I'm Buzz Sawyer, and I'm excited about 2018. We have some new products with great prices and financing with low monthly payments. Sawyer's has been a part of this community for almost 40 years, and along the way, we've learned the importance of a lifetime product, service after the sale, and making quality affordable. So if you're thinking about a new driveway, a custom patio, maybe insulated siding and windows, or one of our beautiful sunrooms, just give us a call or visit our showroom. We're ready to go to work for you.
Giving you a reason to smile. With 35 years experience, Harper Dental is committed to using state-of-the-art treatments to create healthy, beautiful smiles through comprehensive general, cosmetic, and surgical dentistry. Doctors Harper and Rutia accept new patients of all ages and most major insurances at their clinic on Uper Lane in Fort Smith. Stop by their Facebook page to get to know the staff of Harper Dental. They love to see you smile.
O'Neill Real Estate is a boutique-style real estate firm offering high-end services and valuing real connections with our clients. When selling your home or property, O'Neill Real Estate ensures your listing has the power to capture your buyer creatively, using all the cutting-edge tools and technology and social media to best service our clients. We're excited to be in our new home at 2500 Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith. Our team of agents are well-vetted professionals who exhibit entrepreneurial behavior, are prudent risk takers, and operate as a team. Check out O'Neill Real Estate today. O'Neill Real Estate is a boutique-style real estate firm offering high-end service.
14-0 is the score. We do have a bright spot. We have Tanner Cross that is in the press box tonight. I talked to him yesterday at the Grizzly practice, first time we've practiced on Thanksgiving Day, and I think it's 13 years, and I talked to Tanner, and I said, man, tell me what you've been doing. I sure miss your linebacking skills, and he said, well, he kind of gave me a history of what he's doing. He said, I'll be at the game tomorrow. And I said, we got to get you on at halftime. And here he is. Tanner, thank you so much for stopping. Kind of tell us where you've been and what's going on.
Yeah, so thank you, Buzz. First off, I'd like to thank Grizzly TV for this awesome broadcast. You know, it's allowed me to watch the games and watch the Grizzlies play every Friday night while I'm traveling for my games. So it's been an awesome experience. And I'd also like to send thank you and my condolences along with Grizzly Nation's condolences to the Blaylock family. Mr. Mike Blaylock, he was very instrumental in making Northside a better place, making Fort Smith a better place, and you know, we really appreciate everything he's done for us and for all alumni and all current students and future students, and really like to thank him and God bless him.
Well, thank you so much for that. That was a huge loss, and I know you know that it came the same day of the Southside game. Matt Blaylock, who has done the play-by-play for years, Southside, that's his dad, and Matt also played at Northside, was a standout player, and I talked to Matt. He was there for the next game, and I said what a awesome funeral it was. He said, hey, that was a celebration. So thank you for saying that, Tanner. We sure appreciate it. Dartmouth, that's in Hanover, New Hampshire,
yes,
correct?
Sir. Yes, sir.
You're in the Ivy League.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between college and high school?
It's just the pace of play. Like once you get into the next level, everything picks up tenfold. I mean, every play, every snap, like everything moves at a different speed, and it's quite the adjustment coming from high school. Where in 7A, in the 7A Central in Arkansas, I mean, you're playing top tier talent every week, and then you go to college and you're playing top tier talent of the top tier talent.
Right.
So I mean, everybody's the best of the best, and everybody's moving at optimal speed. So it's a big change in the speed, but other than that, you just got to get out there and play.
Well, how was your season this year?
It went really well. You know, we finished 9-1. We got second place in the Ivy League, unfortunately losing to Princeton 14-9 in week 6. And so that was a sting, but we finished off the season great and went 9-1, so it was a good moral victory for us.
That's awesome. 14-9, that is a stinger. You know, you think you're that close. There's something, you go back to a play or a penalty somewhere that maybe could have turned that around. You talk about Princeton. We had a Northside Grizzly great from back in the 70s named Kirby Lockhart, who was a quarterback there. He was a prolific passer. back in the days where you really just saw a lot of 52 pitches, 31 pitches, get it up the middle, off tackle, off guard. This guy was a great quarterback, and he ended up playing at Princeton and did a great job there. So as far as the Ivy League goes, it's been a long time since we've had a Northside Grizzly in the Ivy League, so that's awesome. Let me ask you this. Watching what you've seen so far tonight, we did a great job starting. What's happened?
So tonight we have two great teams going to battle in the semifinals of the state playoffs, and so it's coming down to who's going to make the plays when the plays come to chance. And right now we missed a couple plays, but I feel like we're going to come back in the second half. Coach Curry and the rest of the defensive staff is going to get the defense going and shut down the offense, and then the offense is going to get it going and put some points on the board. So it's just going to come down to us making the routine plays, keeping the routine, and then making the big plays when they come.
No panic.
No panic, none at all.
Can't have it. Let me ask you this. When you go into the locker room, which you did for so many different times, and you had to make adjustments, who are you talking to as a linebacker?
So we're talking, everybody, the whole defense, we're all talking to Coach Curry. All of our other position coaches are there talking, but Coach Curry is the man leading it, and he's the man telling us where we're going to go and how we're going to do it. And, I mean, it starts with my class and all these classes. We're all brothers, and so we all look at each other and we say, let's go.
Well, what about Boo Travis? I mean, you've been watching him. You talk about, and you told me yesterday, Friday nights when you're traveling, you're able to watch Grizzly TV. Boo Travis has been a standout linebacker, and, he came to play basketball, so really this is just still all new to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he was new coming into football my senior year, so he was kind of under my wing a little bit. And, I mean, from that moment, I saw the extreme potential he had. And, I mean, coming out here and watching the games this year and being here, like I've seen his growth over the years come, and he's really come into his role as a leader and just a strong player on our defense. And so it's good to see him really fulfill his potential and become who he's supposed to be.
Well, you talk about so many guys on the defense, or so many names, Raytel Roan, Caleb Washington, Greg Washington. These guys have done such a great job all year long. We had, there was a 3-game skid there where we had some turnovers. We had some penalties that hurt us. The last 3 games before tonight, our defense has really come to play like they did the first few games of the season. So Coach Curry can get this turned around. I mean, it's basically just comes down to assignment football. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it comes down to being where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. That's the name of the game on defense, and that's all. Coach Curry's going to get them right and get them where they need to be, and it's all going to be fixed in the second half.
Well, I know you're a defensive guy, but we do have to get some points on the board. So Chad Frazier's got his work cut out for him. We're down 14, but we do get the ball first. What would you do? Would you try to get it in the air more, or would you,
it comes down to staying calm and staying who you are. If you try to deviate from who you are and your tendencies and what you do best, then that's when you oftentimes tend to falter. And so I believe the key to coming back in this is just play by play, taking it slow, thinking everything through, and just going out there and executing each play to perfection. That's what it's going to take.
Well, that's what it's going to take, and we're not in a situation that we can't overcome. 14-0 is the score now. We do get the ball first, so maybe we can get some quick points to try to get this momentum turned around. But it is what it is, and let's do what we do as Grizzlies, and we sure appreciate you coming in and visiting with us. How long are you going to be in Fort Smith?
So I'll be in town till January, then I'll be up in Northwest Arkansas working an internship with Walmart.
When do you actually go back to New Hampshire?
In March.
In March.
Yes,
How does that work?
At Dartmouth, we're on the quarter system, so there's basically 4 terms per year, and so we get to pick 3 out of the 4 that we go to school. And so I chose to take off the winter and combine with our custom 6-week break and the missing 10 weeks of classes, and then spring break. It adds up to me being able to come home and enjoy my time here till March.
Well, we sure have enjoyed you being back. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming and visiting with us here in the press box and giving us some defensive insight. You were there for a lot of years, and I sure enjoyed watching you play, and I miss those days. Some of your buddies are still playing too. You got Trey over at OU, and they're playing right now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard the score, but I'm sure that's going to be a shootout.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I think, was it West Virginia?
Yeah,
be a shootout. Tanner, thank you so much. Good luck to you and your future. Dartmouth, that's just an honor. And before we let you go, how it came down to Air Force and Dartmouth? That was the rumors that I was hearing. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So how'd you make your decision?
I went and visited the Air Force Academy during the summer, and I just wasn't for sure if that's exactly what I wanted to do. And then I went up to Dartmouth, and I was looking for the combination of Division I football and just outstanding academics, and Dartmouth offered each one of those in the best way possible to me. And right when I left the campus, I knew that was the place I wanted to be for my 4 years.
Well, what a role model you are for these Grizzlies. We appreciate you coming in, and hopefully I can spend some more time with you before you go back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, everyone, that is Tanner Cross. He is playing at Dartmouth, the Big Green, and they went 9-1 this year. They got beat by Princeton, but what a season he had, and I sure wish I could let him put on a Grizzly jersey tonight and get us back in this one, but he's got some good advice, and we're looking forward to seeing the Grizzlies come back in the third quarter and getting back in this game. We'll be back for some stats right after this. This is Grizzly TV.
Get game day ready for less. Only at A to Z Variety in Fort Smith. Ribeyes, burgers, pizza, soda, juice, Gatorade, chips and salsa, cups, straws, and more. Game day starts at A to Z Variety in Fort Smith.
Deja food. The eerie feeling you're having the same food at every group event. Because you are. But now, there's a cure.
I got tacos.
Tacos.
Whatever your occasion, mix things up with 12 delicious tacos in one box. Taco Bell Party Packs. Party food will never be the same again.
You're watching Grizzly TV.
Whoa, does the time fly when you're having fun. Mike Blaylock with Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. For the past 35 years, we've had the privilege of providing service and York heating and cooling products to Fort Smith and the River Valley area. To have a red truck rolling your way, give us a call today. Serving Fort Smith and the area for 35 years. That's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services, 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Burton Pools and Spas. Check them out on their website, burtonpools.com. See their selection of hot spring spas, doughboy pools, and in-ground selections. As always, free spa and pool water testing. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun. burtonpools.com. Chlorine-free Baquacil pool care system. The difference is clear. burtonpools.com. With 2 locations in Fort Smith and Springdale to serve you. burtonpools.com.
Contemporary townhomes, luxurious apartments, and the convenience of nearby businesses. Welcome to the Hub at Providence. Providence, at its heart, the Hub is an exciting new live, work, play neighborhood, unlike any other in Chaffee Crossing or the Fort Smith metro area, and you can be a part of it if you act now. Own, rent, and work opportunities are all options as this new venture community unfolds. Visit providenceerc.com to learn more and plan your visit.
Expect the best and get it. Floyd Trailer Honda. Visit their showroom at 3200 Zero Street in Fort Smith or shop online at trailerhonda.net to browse an exciting inventory of new Hondas as well as pre-owned vehicles. Floyd Trailer has been in business in Fort Smith for 60 years and your hometown Honda dealer for 42 years, and they've been named Best of the Best by the readers of the Times Record. They strive to earn the trust and support of the community they happily serve, and at Floyd Trailer Honda, they always remember who's in the driver's seat. Stop by today.
Welcome back to the Weichert Realty, the Griffin Group halftime show. What a treat, what a pleasure to have Tanner Cross. It was so much fun to watch him play 2 years ago, and now that he's at Dartmouth, 9-1 in the Ivy League. We have Don the Gooser Ferris here. The Bears have come back on the field. They're going to warm up. Don's going to give us some stats. Don, tell me where we are with Latavian Scott.
If that's where we start, he's got he's played a really good. He's played pretty good half. He's only got 23 yards rushing, but he's got 40 yards and 1 touchdown receiving. But their leader is the
when Oklahoma's businesses, churches, and
Ledbetter kid. He's 7 out of 10 for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he's done the damage tonight for Bryant. They have 6 first downs, and they have just 44 yards rushing, but they have 152 yards in the air, and their total offense is 196 yards. They're led on defense by number 32, Mr. Wallace. He's got 6 tackles already tonight. And for Northside, they've got 3 first downs. Deuce Wise is the leading rusher with 43 yards. He hadn't completed a pass yet. Their total offense is 82 yards. And Northside's led on defense by their best athlete, in my opinion, Anthony Boot Travis, with 6 tackles.
Don, we appreciate that. We're going to go down to Sarah Sawyer. She's with Coach Fleur for a Cherryberry sideline report. Sarah?
Hey, Coach. So first half didn't exactly go as we planned. So we're 2 touchdowns back. What'd you say to your team to get them prepared for second half?
We just got to come out and keep fighting and take advantage when we get stuff. Defense, we just not give up the big plays, and offensive, we got to take advantage when we get a chance.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to the second half.
All right, thank you.
Well, Don, that was thank you for the stats. Actually, Heffley has changed his number back to 12. He was number 1 the last time we played him. He is number 12 now.
He was 1 when he came out first.
Yeah, and it looks like they changed back. We'll check into that. Yeah, but he's listed as 12 on our depth chart. It may be. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll try to get another rundown on their roster. But if that is the case, he's having a big night. Both teams are on the field. The Bears have come to the sideline. They'll get the ball first in the third quarter, down 14-0, and hopefully Tanner Cross can have a little impact on these guys, knowing that he is here, and there's a couple more Grizzlies that are here. Looking forward to a big third quarter. We're going to have it. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff right after this.
When Arklahoma's businesses, churches, and schools need screen printing, embroidery, or signage, where do they go? There's only one answer: S&S Design and Sign Company. These organizations know that S&S will deliver quality work in a timely fashion. Whether it's apparel or storefront lettering, S&S Design and Sign is Arklahoma's screen print and sign shop, your best resource for designing and producing custom banners, as well as jackets, hats, and t-shirts. Find them on 64 Highway west of I-40 in Roland, or like them on Facebook or Instagram to learn more.
Jackson King will drop back deep. It looks like Tyreek Adams and J.T. Thorne. You don't see Eli. And here we go. The second half is underway. This is a short kick, and it will be fielded. No, it won't. J.T. will let it go out of bounds. That ball looked like JT was going to try to field it in the last minute. He's backed up and said, no, just let that thing go out of bounds. No risk here, and we'll get some decent field position to start.
Yeah, 35-yard line, that's what you want to look for. And Eli's on the sidelines. I don't know what the deal is. He's down there. Looks like he's trying to skate back and forth, doing some cut moves. I don't know. See if Sarah maybe can find out what's going on with Eli.
1st and 10 at the 35. Deuce will send a bunch set to the wide side of the field. He looks to the sideline to get the play. He'll work out of an empty backfield. Trips right. 2 tight ends, high snap. Deuce throws it to the right side, complete to Jackson King. Tries to make a man miss. He's up to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 5 yards, 2nd down and 5. Like the Bears may go a little more tempo here. They'll send trips to the left side this time. Now Deuce looks over to Richard Bracken to get his play.
Got to get a little bit better push this half.
No backs in the backfield. Ball on the right hash mark. Deuce will send Jackson in motion. He's going to fake it to Jackson. He'll run behind him. Now he looks for a cutback lane. He'll pick up a couple. Bring up now a third down, probably 2, a long 2. And Maffei will come out. Marion Shepard will come in. Jackson King splits wide left. That is the wide side of the field. Third down and 3. Shepard will be in the backfield with Deuce. He gets the snap, looks right, and he throws it in. It is overthrown, incomplete, intended for J.T. Thorne. Andrew Hayes, the senior defensive back, was in coverage. That'll bring up a 4th down, and Dagan Moore will come back in and punt it away.
That's not what you wanted to see on your first series, especially getting the ball on the 35-yard line. You didn't want to see a 3 and out.
Dagan will get it at his own 25-yard line. He hits a high, wobbly spiral. A fair catch will be made by Metters. He'll catch it at his own 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hornets now. What you look for this half, being down 14-0, is a break here and a break there.
Yeah.
Just no mistakes.
I don't think you're going to see as much blitzing in this half, Buzz. I think they had more success when they rushed 3 and dropped back 8. He had a little bit harder time finding a person open. Of course, that's one of those things. So I don't think you'll see as much blitzing.
Every time you saw Heffley on the move, or if it is Ledbetter, it is hard to – we're not really sure. They show – Heffley is number 12 on our depth chart, number 1 on the roster, but he'll hand off to the left side. That is Scott. He'll pick up a quick 8.
I think that's
second.
Go ahead.
2nd down and 2.
You're going to see a lot of that this half, Buzz. You're going to see a lot of LaDavian Scott.
We only had, according to our stats, 30 yards in the first half.
Now, that was rushing?
Rushing, but he had 40 through the air.
Yeah.
He'll work out of the backfield with Heffley. He'll get the call again up the middle, and he'll pick up the 1st down. He'll take it down at the 39-yard line. So as long as they're going to pick up 5 and 6 yards every time they let Scott handle it, and they have Ahmad Adams. He's a big running back too, and you saw him in the first half. Actually, he got the first couple of carries. He's not in now, but if Scott gets tired, Adams comes in. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Metters goes in motion. Now he'll hand it off to Scott. Scott tries to go up the middle, and he is hit.
Good form tackle there by Boo Travis. I think that was Travis.
They're going to say
they're saying. Wow,
no,
they're saying that's a touchdown. Wow.
Boo Travis made the tackle, and he must have stripped him. But they're going to let it go as a touchdown for Northside. We'll get a replay on it. And can we get a replay on that? I'd like to see a replay so we can see what happened, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it. There it is, Boo right there. Boo is on the ground. The ball comes loose. Well, we're not going to get a finished replay there, but it's a score for Northside, 14-6. Henry Hernandez will now come in to attempt the extra point, try to make this a 14-7 game, and that is the break that I was talking about just a few minutes ago. You're down 14-0. You need a break and can't make any mistakes. The kick is up, and it is good. The score is now 14-7. Northside will kick it away. We'll come back for that right after this.
Weichert Realtors The Griffin Company provides an extraordinary real estate experience for both clients and agents. Now with offices in Bentonville, Springdale, Fayetteville, and Fort Smith, they proudly offer clients and customers the expertise you need when buying or selling. From contract to closing, their realtors are equipped with the knowledge and resources to ensure a smooth transaction, start to finish. Visit them at 3920 Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith or online at WeichertFortSmith.com. Experience the Weichert difference.
Well, the score is 14-7. Not real sure what exactly took place there. Boo Travis made a form tackle, would have been for a loss, and then he must have stripped him, but Boo was on the ground and ended up with the football, got up and ran with it. The referees let it go. Touchdown for Northside.
So Boo caused it and picked it up and ran it in.
That's the way it looks. Well, Henry's got it teed up at the 40. There is the kickoff, and this ball will go out of bounds, and Bryant will get it on the 35. We return the favor to him. Just got a text from Matt Blaylock. Really appreciated the condolences from Tanner.
Oh, man, you talk about a classy kid right there, man, Tanner Cross.
Well, I can't even imagine.
No.
I mean, he was just a class athlete when he was at Northside, and then to go to Dartmouth, he's worried more about scholastics than he is football, but he loves the sport.
Absolutely.
What a class act. 1st and 10 at the 35 for Bryant. They'll send Metters in motion. Now they'll hand it to Scott up the middle. He'll pick up a couple.
You know, what would it feel like?
That was J.J. Mills and Chase Needham on the tackle.
What would it feel like? Of course, I'll never know this, but feel like to be around a kid that, okay, where are you going to go to college? Well, it's Dartmouth or Air Force.
Yeah.
That's
impressive,
man.
Very, very impressive young man. Pick up a 3, 2nd down and 7 for the Hornets. 1 right, 1 left. Metters goes in motion. It's an empty backfield. Heffley throws it over the middle, and it is.
Well, how did he get that in? Holy cow.
They'll say it's a reception. Couldn't tell if it was trapped or not. The ball's at midfield, 1st and 10.
How did he get it in between those two defenders?
Empty backfield for Heffley. Now he'll throw it over the middle again. It's complete to Metters. He will be taken down after a 6-yard gain by Chase Needham. Second down and 4. 8:13 left in the 3rd quarter. The score is 14-7. After an unexplainable touchdown by Northside, I'd like to examine the film on that, but I'd sure take it. Scott up the middle, and he will looks like he's going to be short of the 1st down.
Got a pretty
maybe a yard, just depends on the spot. Be 3rd down and 1. It's at the 41-yard line. Conley Bone started to come in. Now he comes back off. Big play here for the Bears. Scott in the backfield. Heffley will hand it to Scott.
He didn't get it. He did not get it. Wow, good play.
It's going to bring up a 4th down. No gain on the play. 4th and 1, 7:15 left in the 3rd.
Well, what do you do here, Coach? If you're, Bryant's going to punt it, looks like.
Well, now they're going to run a wildcat with Latavian Scott. 4th and 1. Scott will get the snap, goes off the right side, and he'll get the 1st down and more. Still on his feet. He'll tightrope down the sideline, and he will get close to the end zone. Will they give it to him?
Yep.
Touchdown, Latavian Scott on a 4th down and 1 out of a wildcat. He just showed there is a penalty at the 15-yard line. Wait and see what that is, but Latavian Scott just showed his talents there.
Personal foul on Northside. Now there's their 2nd one.
Well, if you didn't believe in Latavian Scott before that, then
on 4th and 1, and knowing, and everybody in the stadium knowing he's going to get the ball. or who's going to run the ball. Yeah.
20 to 7 is the score. 6:40 now left in the third quarter. Bryant's waiting to kick this extra point. Now they get the go-ahead. A good snap. Metters puts it down. The kick is up, and it is good. Score 21 to 7. 6:40 left in the third. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff right after this.
For more than 50 years, Air Compressor Equipment Company has provided solutions for the oil, gas, and industrial markets, becoming an industry leader in custom fabrication. An unwavering focus on assembly, sales, and service means that whatever size project you have, ACEC can deliver what works. Air Compressor Equipment Company supplies to businesses working in the most demanding environments around the world, but is still a dedicated member of the Arklahoma community. Learn more at acec-ark.com. Air Compressor Equipment Company. Field tested, quality driven.
Penalty will be marked off from the kickoff. Grayson Scholes, your junior kicker, will tee it up at the 45-yard line of the Grizzlies. Up 21 to 7. Still a lot of time left in this football game.
Yes, sir.
Bears got to get their offense cooking here. Jackson King will be deep again. James Clayton flanked on the right side. He's up. JT Thorne on the left. This ball should go into the end zone if that's what they decide to do. They may try to kick this one shorter and try to get the field position out of it. And he goes ahead and kicks it, and it will go into the end zone. The Bears will get it on the 20. 1st and 10, down 14.
Like you said, Buzz, plenty of time left in this game.
Well, they definitely got a break that they needed to get some points on the board. Let's see what Deuce Company can do here. So you've got a quarter and a half left in your season. You cannot leave anything now. Everything you have to throw at them.
Right now.
Demarion Shepard will come in at running back. Jackson's in the slot. JT wide left. Preston Ball wide right. Deuce wants to throw, and he throws it over the middle, and it will be intercepted, but there is a flag on the ground. It's going to be interference. Should be defensive interference,
yes,
but the way this game's going,
either that or defensive holding.
It was good coverage. It was picked off by Derek Rose. Coach Fleur is signaling it's going to be for the Bears, and it is. So we will retain possession.
Now, are they calling that holding or are they calling it pass interference?
Haven't seen the call yet. They didn't show the call, but they'll mark it at the 35-yard line.
Okay, that's 15, so that's pass interference. Holding, I think, would have been just 5 yards.
1st down and 10 at the 35-yard line. Demarion stays in the game. Jackson split left. JT split wide right. Now he's going to hand it off to Demarion. Demarion goes off the right side, gets over the 40, up to the 42-yard line.
You know, every time that guy runs with his shoulder square, he gets positive yardage. And he runs so hard. All these running backs from Northside run hard.
Yeah, Demarion's definitely a good runner, and we've got him for another year. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the right hash. Deuce will work out of the pistol. He sends Jackson in motion. Now he drops back and wants to throw, but the referee will stop play. You had Jackson King on a post route.
False start on somebody.
Andrew Hayes was in coverage. He was stride for stride with Jackson. You know, obviously they've watched a lot of film on Northside, and you know that Jackson, he can catch it in traffic.
Oh, yeah.
But they definitely not going to let him out of sight. That penalty will go against Northside. They'll move it back. It'll be now 2nd down and 9. Colt Ferguson comes out. Preston Ball will come back in. Marion's in the backfield. Jackson in the slot. 2nd down and 9. Deuce wants to throw, feels the pressure, runs to the right side. He'll be taken out of bounds at the 39-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. It'll be a 3rd and 4. It'll be a little bit more than that. They didn't give Deuce near what I thought he got. 3rd down and 7. Ball's on the right hash. Preston ball into the boundary. JT split wide left. Deuce will work out of the pistol. Gets the snap. Now he throws it over the middle, and he's looking for JT, and JT could not make a play on it. Jabin Gully was in coverage, and he just got in between JT and the ball. JT had no shot at it. That now will bring up a 4th down.
Well,
No, it did. It'll be a 3rd.
They got holding on Northside if they decline that.
Well, it'll bring up a 4th now. So Dagan will come back in. Burks drops back to his 30. Dagan will catch the snap at about the 15-yard line. A good snap. It's a low end-over-end kick. Fair caught by Metters. To 34-yard line, 1st and 10. 5:16 or 5:15 left in the 3rd quarter.
Now you're really going to see a big dose of Latavian. Is it Latavian?
Latavian Scott.
Latavian Scott. I think you're going to see really a big dose of him now. This is.
I've seen enough of him.
What?
So there.
Is there another penalty on the play?
Well, let's wait and see what the referees sort out here. The sticks are moving back. The ball was at the 34-yard line. I didn't see what the call was. I don't think anybody. Let's move it back to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. 5:15 left in the 3rd. Burks goes in motion. Latavian in the backfield, and he's going to throw it to the left side, and the ball is complete to Schrader. Short gain up to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 now.
I think Northside would probably give that up rather than these big plays that Bryant's been hitting.
Twins right. Sends a man in motion. Now he's going to throw a screen out to Scott. He is hit immediately by Greg Washington.
Yep. Greg read that. That was a great read by Greg.
Greg sniffed that one out. He was ready for it. And you do what you have to do with Latavian Scott. You got to hit him low and wrap him up. Try to hit him high, he just bounces off of you. He's got great balance. See that one, watching him run down the sideline, staying in bounds. 3rd down and 13. Big 3rd down here for the Bears. No backs in the backfield. Heffley wants to throw. No, he's going to throw it over the middle, and it is complete, but he is hit hard, remains in his hands. That was caught by River Gregory. He's a sophomore wide receiver, and he took a big lick, but held on to the football to get the 1st down. So they have converted some big 3rd downs tonight. That was Boo Travis that hit him. But he held on to it for the 1st down, and they get a new set of downs with 4:20 left in the 3rd. Big opportunities for the Grizzlies tonight that just have not taken advantage of. Scott in the backfield. Heffley will fake to Scott, throws it to the left side, and it is deflected by Boo Travis. Boo's just having another one of those games.
Knocked down a couple of passes. Caused a fumble, recovered a fumble for a touchdown.
2nd and 10 for the Hornets. Still got 1/4 and 4 minutes left in this game. One back in the backfield, and it's Scott. But he wants to throw. He looks right, feels some pressure. Now he rolls right, and there's going to be a flag thrown, and it is incomplete.
That's going to be holding on Bryant. Their right tackle right there. That's the only way you can block Ray Telron is holding. And that's what they did on that play. I think everybody, you heard Northside fans, if you could hear them over the broadcast, you could hear them saying, holding. And I guess the referee heard him because he threw the flag. So
referee will mark it at the 21-yard line. 3:56 left in this quarter. Got to take advantage of this field position now.
Oh, yeah.
Scott in the backfield, one receiver to the right. Now he fakes to Scott. He rolls right. He's going to throw a screen to, and that will be another holding call.
Yep.
Metters was the receiver, and he did a good job, but you can do a good job if somebody holds. So they'll mark off another penalty against Bryant. Bring up second down again, but add 10 to it.
Did he give him 10, or is that half the distance?
Look see where he's going to spot it.
Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, you had to call that.
Yeah. Ball spotted at the 11-yard line. Second down and 23. No backs in the backfield. He's going to have Latavian Scott in the slot to the right side. That's the short side of the field. Now he looks left, feels a little bit of pressure. Now he's going to throw the ball out of bounds. He was running for his life. That's what you have to do with this guy. If you could put some pressure on him. We did that early in the game. The first quarter we had a lot of success making him throw on the run, and anytime you're having to throw on the run, either you make a mistake or you throw it out of bounds, and Heffley's done a good job just getting the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, and he was running to his left, and that made it a little bit harder on him.
It's 3rd and 37, so they've had a lot of third down conversions tonight. Surely this is not going to be one of them. No backs in the backfield, twins left, twins right. It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he'll be taken down after a gain of a couple. So that'll be a 4th down. Bryant will bring in the punting unit. Caden Washington on the tackle. Now Jeremy Maffei will come in to return this punt. He sets up on the left side. And that is because of this rugby-style kicker. He's at the 49-yard line of Bryant. It's a low snap, and the ball is end over end, but Jeremy jumps on it, and he keeps this one from moving any further. It's at the 46-yard line of Bryant. 2:57 left, down 2 scores. Northside has field position.
Yes, great field position.
Need to make this one count. We have not seen Eli Bolton. I want to get with Sarah here in the next minute or so, see what we can find out about Eli. Demarion Shepard is in the backfield. Now he'll send Demarion in motion. Deuce takes the snap, rolls right, wants to throw. He wants Jackson King. No, it was intended for Boo Travis on a post route.
He was open.
Boy, that'll catch you off guard. I have not seen Boo Travis run a route all year.
Well, he was wide open then.
He was
just, man.
And he and Jackson King were in the, I don't know if it was a mix-up in the route, but they were really close together. But Boo was open and had a shot at it. You see Tanner Cross on the sideline patting him on the back. Good try. You've done it all so far tonight, young man.
Yes, he has.
2nd down and 10. Deuce gets the snap, rolls right, now looks for a cutback lane. He's got one up the middle to the 39-yard line. Probably going to be a pickup of 7. Should be 3rd and 3. It's going to be a long 3. 3rd down and 4. We're in 4-down territory, I'm thinking.
Yeah, and you have to score on this drive, Buzz, I think.
Well, Deuce looks to the sideline. He looks to Richard Bracken to get his play. DeMarion still the only back in the backfield. Now Deuce wants to throw again. Now he feels the heat. He rolls left, and he's going to try to get something out of it. He can. He's going to be taken down for a loss all the way back to the 49-yard line of Bryant.
And
so that will bring up the punting team. One of our Grizzlies a little bit slow getting up. That Alex Bastillo, it looks like. Maybe down. Let's go down to Sarah Sawyer if we can get a sideline report from Sarah. I'd like to find out about Eli Bolton if I can. Sarah?
Hey, it looks like Eli maybe just had like a little bit of a sprain or something, but I think he's okay. Miss Sherry said that he won't tell her anything. He's real quiet about injuries. So, but yeah, he should be back in. It doesn't look like it's anything serious.
Okay, we have another one down now. It's Alex Bastillo. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't tell yet. I'm not sure he's still on the field. But then Stevie Young came out a little while ago, and he was hurt pretty bad. It looked like a back injury.
No, see what you can find out about that, Sarah. Thanks for your help.
No problem.
Well, let's take a break. I think Alex Bastillo's being tended to right now. We'll take a break and be back with the action right after this.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Dagan gets the snap, gets the punt away. It's a high spiral, fair catch by Metters at the 15. Alex Bastillo came off with a little bit of help. It looks like he may have had an ankle injury there. Doesn't look like it's real serious. I don't know that he'll be back tonight, but he was able to walk off under his own power. 1st and 10 for Bryant. Their own 15-yard line, up 21-7.
Big series right here. Another big series right here for Northside's defense is if they can bow up and get a 3 and out.
Heffley throws it over the middle, is incomplete. Ball was intended for Andrew Hayes, senior wide receiver. Ball was thrown a little bit low. 2nd down and 10. Josh Robinson, wide receiver for Bryant, had a big game last week against Fayetteville. He split to the right side. You'll have twins to the left. Tyreek Adams in man-to-man coverage on Robinson. One back in the backfield. Now Heffley drops back, wants to throw, and he looks for Metters, and it is overthrown. Good coverage by Skylar Mingapaw. Boo Travis was there to help.
You know, I'm glad they're doing this, but you kind of wonder with a back like Latavian Scott and a 2-touchdown lead and throwing the ball with a running back like him with a 2-touchdown lead here late in the 3rd quarter.
Well, it's 3rd and 10. They feel comfortable throwing the football a lot. They'll throw it more than they run it, and that is a little bit hard to understand with Latavian Scott, but they try to work him into that scheme of throwing. Empty backfield. Now Heffley has some time. It's closing on him. He'll go up the middle, but he will get close to the 1st down.
Boy, they gave him a good spot. Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be a yard short. 4th down and 1. Latavian Scott comes back in as your running back. Ball on your own 24-yard line. This would definitely be a gutsy call.
That's a monster. That's a monster spot there, Buzz.
2-score lead. Definitely looks to the sideline. The backfield will be empty if they continue on here, and they will. 4th and 1, empty backfield. Heffley gets the snap. He's going to try to take it himself, and he will get the 1st down to the 27-yard line. Just a quarterback keeper. Empty backfield. 1st and 10, 48 seconds left in the 3rd. 28-yard line is where they'll start this new set of downs. And they'll continue with Latavian Scott in the backfield, and he has not touched the ball the last couple of times, and they'll give it to him there, but he'll be hit by Boo Travis. May pick up 1. I said before the game, if we could hold him under 100 and get 30 points, we're going to win this thing. We've done a good job against him rushing, with the exception of the Wildcat formation touchdown that he got on that 4th and long. But we just can't seem to get any offense generated. That's something that has not been a problem for us in the past. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. 21-7 is the score. We'll take a break. Be back for the start of the fourth quarter right after this. I'm Buzz Sawyer, and I'm excited about 2018. We have some new products with great prices and financing with low monthly payments. Sawyer's has been a part of this community for almost 40 years, and along the way, we've learned the importance of a lifetime product, service after the sale, and making quality affordable. So if you're thinking about a new driveway, a custom patio, maybe insulated siding and windows, or one of our beautiful sunrooms, just give us a call or visit our showroom. We're ready to go to work for you. We have not come from behind all year.
Well, first time for everything, isn't there?
So we have that opportunity.
Yes.
We got 1 quarter left to win this football game and go to Little Rock. We have gone further than we've gone in 13 years. It's been a great season for these Bears. And you look at Tanner Cross, he's out there on the field with the defense. What an inspiration he is for this team. But you're right. There's a first for everything. We need to start right here. 1st and 10 or 2nd and 10 for Bryant at their own 28-yard line. Scott in the backfield, but Heffley wants to throw. He rolls right. He's going to feel some pressure and throw it incomplete. Bringing up a 3rd down and 10. Scott is definitely a decoy. But
he's a good one.
Yeah, even with him, our linemen have done a great job pursuing Heffley.
Yeah, he's been under pressure all night, and he's got some good throws off even being under that pressure. But Northside's defense has, I think, even though giving up 21 points, they have played an outstanding game tonight.
Well, they'll send Robinson and Metters to the left side. That's the short side of the field. And he will fake it. Throw it over the middle. It's complete to Metters at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 47-yard line. Faked it to Latavian Scott. Just a play-action pass. Hits Metters on a short post right at midfield. And 1st and 10, 11:47 left in this football game. And Bryant is on the move.
Another big 3rd down conversion for the Hornets. That was a 3rd and 10. And
Twins left, Twins right. They'll hand it to Scott off the right side. He spins, stays on his feet.
Boy, he's strong. Wow. You know, like you said, you can't tackle him from the waist up. You've got to hit him around the thighs and the ankles.
First down, ball at the 37-yard line of Northside, 11:21 left in the game. Seeing Miles Aldridge, he's a sophomore wide receiver. Wide to the left side, he'll be stacked right behind Josh Robinson. Scott's in the backfield and he'll get the call. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he'll get some yards over the 35 down to the 34, but there is a flag on the play.
And, you know, that usually comes in a spot where it's holding.
But Bryant has gotten their fair share.
Yeah, they have.
Of penalties tonight.
You know what, Buzz, so far on this drive, Bryant has converted 2 3rd and 10s on this there. That looks like we're going to mark that off against Northside.
5-yard penalty. Grabbing the face mask. Ball marked at the 29-yard line of the Grizzlies. Ahmad Adams comes in. Latavian Scott goes out. He got a fresh set of legs. Heffley works out of the pistol. Now he's going to hand it to Adams off the left side and get over the 25 to the 24-yard line. He's just a junior.
Yeah.
He is their Latavian Scott for next year. First and 10 for Bryant. Northside will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 10:48 left in this football game, down 21-7, but they're on the move. We'll be back right after this.
Giving you a reason to smile. With 35 years experience, Harper Dental is committed to using state-of-the-art treatments to create healthy, beautiful smiles through comprehensive general, cosmetic, and surgical dentistry. Doctors Harper and Rutia accept new patients of all ages and most major insurances at their clinic on Uper Lane in Fort Smith. Stop by their Facebook page to get to know the staff of Harper Dental. They love to see you smile.
We have had some chances tonight, and I think the story of the game is the original penalty that we had that called back J.T. Thorne's catch at midfield. That coupled with all these third down conversions have I think that's been what's hurt us the most. First and 10 for Bryant, ball at the 24-yard line of the Bears. They're up 21-7. One back in the backfield. That's Adams. And Heffley will give it to Adams off the left side, and he breaks a tackle, gets to the 17-yard line. He picked up 6, second down and 4. Josh Robinson will split left. Schrader split to the right side. Adams stays in the game at tailback. Heffley works out of the pistol. He's going to hand it to Adams again. He'll go up the middle. I can't tell if he's going to get the first down. It'll be close. He's made every carry in this series. Be short by maybe a football. Third down, going to have a Grizzly down. It looks like Greg Washington is on his back. Coach Curry's going to come out and check on him. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
O'Neill Real Estate is a boutique-style real estate firm offering high-end services and valuing real connections with our clients. When selling your home or property, O'Neill Real Estate ensures your listing has the power to capture your buyer creatively, using all the cutting-edge tools and technology and social media to best service our clients. We're excited to be in our new home at 2500 Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith. Our team of agents are well-vetted professionals who exhibit entrepreneurial behavior, are prudent risk takers, and operate as a team. Check out O'Neill Real Estate today.
Get game day ready for less. Only at A to Z Variety in Fort Smith. Ribeyes, burgers, pizza, soda, juice, Gatorade, chips and salsa, cups, straws, and more. Game day starts at A to Z Variety in Fort Smith.
Well, that was Greg Washington, and he was able to come off like a little help from Miss Sherry. Maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. He's been making some big plays out of his safety position. He just hits hard. I think he might have just had the wind knocked out of him a little bit. Third down and 1. Ball at the 14-yard line of the Bears. Greg is standing on the sideline. He's going to be all right. Latavian Scott will work out of the Wildcat, but there is a flag thrown.
It's like a false start on Bryant.
Now they'll move it back 5. Last time Latavian worked out of the Wildcat, he took it to the house. Be 3rd down and 6 now. Ball's at 20-yard line. Latavian will still be in the Wildcat. He takes the snap, goes right, tries to get around the corner, and he stiff arms a man, gets around the corner, and he will get hit by Elijah Taboo right at the goal line. And that was a collision, a big-time collision between Elijah Taboo and Latavian Scott. Elijah did save the touchdown, but it's all the way down to the one. You can see the replay here that he just stiff-armed Skyler, and goes down the sideline. Chase missed him, and then he was hit hard by Elijah Taboo, saved the touchdown, but ball's at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. And Latavian Scott they'll work under center this time. No, Scott will be in the Wildcat. He'll keep it himself. Now he'll go left, and he'll get into the end zone easily. Stevie Young got a hand on him, but it was too late. Scott was in the end zone. That makes it 27-7. .908 left in the football game.
Well, see, here's how good he is. He gets back there in that Wildcat, and they're not going to do anything but snap it to him, and he's going to run it wherever he wants to. And everybody that's on defense, all 11 players know who's going to get the ball, and you still can't stop him.
Grayson Scholes will attempt the extra point. He's been perfect so far tonight. Matters puts it down. The kick is up, and it is good. That makes the score 28-7. 9:08 left in the football game. We'll take a break and be back with a kickoff right after this.
Deja food. The eerie feeling you're having the same food at every group event. Because you are. But now, there's a cure.
I got tacos. Tacos.
Whatever your occasion, mix things up with 12 delicious tacos in one box. Taco Bell Party Packs. Party food will never be the same again.
Jackson King be at the 5-yard line. Looking for Eli on the sideline. He's still on the sideline, and he must have had a stinger or something. I mean, he's not going to be real vocal about, like Sarah said, to Miss Sherry about it, because he wants to get back in the game. But Jackson will be deep to return this, but it won't go to Jackson. It will go to J.T. Thorne off the left side, and he'll get to the 30-yard line where he's taken down. All night they have kicked it away from our deep guy, whether it was Jackson King or Eli Bolton, but we have had good field position on kickoffs all night.
All night long. You know, on that last drive by Bryant, Buzz, they converted 2 3rd and 10s and a 3rd and 6. Those are killers right there.
Yeah, 3rd down conversions. I think that's been the downfall of the Grizzlies so far tonight. Still have 9 minutes left in this game. Quick scores, onside kicks.
Can still do it. Well, quick scores.
Well, you throw everything but the kitchen sink, and then you throw that at them. Twins right. Ball on the left hash mark. Deuce will work out of an empty backfield. Now he sends Jackson King in motion. He'll fake it to him, keep it himself, and he'll be taken down for no gain. Dalen Land on the hit, and that'll be a loss of 1. 2nd down and 11. Which you have to hand it to the defensive line.
Absolutely,
of Bryant. They've just done a great job controlling that line of scrimmage tonight. Demarion Shepard comes in. There's going to be some movement on Northside there. Should back that up 5. 2nd down and 16. Jeremy Maffei split to the right side. That is the short side of the field. Preston Ball split to the left. Haven't seen much from James Clayton. I'd like to see James get a pass thrown to him. He works over the middle. Deuce throws it to James Clayton, and it is thrown too far in front of him. I just had a feeling that they were going to throw a pass to James Clayton then, and James was open across the middle, but it was just thrown a little bit too far in front of him. 3rd and 16 now for the Bears. DeMarion stays in the game. Maffei split to the right. Preston wide left. Jackson in the slot. Deuce gets the snap, wants to throw, looks to the right side. He wants Maffei. He's got him. That should be enough for a first down. First down for the Bears. Ball complete to Jeremy Maffei down the right sideline. Just got in a little soft spot there. Good job by Deuce. Ball at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. 8:08 left in the football game. Ball on the right hash. Twins left. JT to the right. That's the short side. Deuce wants to throw. He looks for JT going down the right side, and JT tried to make the catch. Just good coverage. Actually was in double coverage. Tamarion Wilson, Jabin Gully, both in coverage.
Getting good protection there from the offensive line because they're only rushing 3 people, but still, that's Northside's offensive line has got some push on the defensive line of Bryant for the first time tonight, and well, the first time in a lot of possessions.
2nd and 10 for the Bears. DeMarion will go in motion. Now he looks out to DeMarion, fakes it to him, and he will be taken down for a loss. And that was John Robinson, senior defensive tackle. He's got a big presence on the defensive line tonight. He's a big man.
He's quick, too. He was quick off the ball then. Holy cow.
3rd down, 15. The ball at the 38-yard line. Twins left, 1 right. Deuce looks left, feels the pressure. Rolls left, still wants to throw, and he throws it, and it is, the ball's incomplete, intended for, looks for Jackson King. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 15. Dagan Moore will have to come on and punt this one away. The visibility has steadily decreased as the night has gone on, and I would have thought that it would have gotten better and better, but it's just gotten to the point you can't hardly see. Well, you can't see clear to the far side of the field. Now you can on your TV screen, but you just can't from the press box. Dagan hits a high turnover spiral, and the ball will land at the 35-yard line, bounce down to the 25, down to the 21. Good punt by Dagan. They'll mark it at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 with 7:07 left and a 28-7 lead. Need a pick six, or you need Boo Travis to do what he did earlier in the 3rd quarter. However he did it, stripped. I think it was Latavian Scott that he stripped and then took it in for the touchdown. I mean, I'm going to watch that later on tonight and see if I can figure out how that actually took place, but we sure need another one. 1st and 10 for Bryant. Halfway will work out of the pistol. Now he'll hand it off to Scott off the left side. Glenn Brewer was there to make the stop. Wow. If you look at how big these guys are, the front line of Bryant, they are huge. You know, they had a 21-0 lead over North Little Rock in the regular season play. End up losing that one 34-28. 2nd down and 4 after a 6-yard gain by Scott. Letting the play clock run. Now he'll take the snap, hand it to Scott off the right side, and he bounces his way up to the 35-yard line. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Don't know what the numbers are, but I'm sure he's way over 100 now.
I'm sure he is. That's wow, that's 14 yards just in those last 2 carries, and that's what they're going to see the rest of this game.
1st and 10, 6:14 left. Scott in the backfield. He's your safety net. I'll let that play clock run down. Now he'll take the snap, hand it to Scott. He'll go up the middle. He'll bounce out to the right side and just keeps those legs churning all the way up to the 49-yard line for another 1st and 10.
Well, now, Buzz, you've heard that old saying, get the defensive line on roller skates.
So they are on skates.
Yeah, that's what it looked like then, Buzz. That was just they're just pushing Northside's defensive line back into the linebackers right now, and I think you with your 4.6 speed still.
It's 5.6.
Yeah, 5.6.
5:43 left. Same formation, probably the same play to come. Take the snap. Hand it off to Scott. They do. He'll go off the right side and
that was a little bit better
pick
effort
up a
there.
couple. So you kind of question why they threw it as much as they did, and now they get into the fourth quarter, deep into the fourth quarter. So that must be a career 3,100 yards.
I think that's the career rushing leader
for career rushing.
Bryant.
2nd down and 8 at the 49-yard line of the Bears. He'll get the call again, but this time he will be caught from behind by Bo Travis. Stetson Van Maitre was there, but he still gets a couple of yards. Boo Travis got into the backfield and basically caught him from behind.
Well, they got him in another 3rd down and long right here, Buzz. 3rd and 6.
Lamont Adams will come in. Latavian Scott has gone out, and you may not see him. They'll save him now for next week.
Yeah, you hate to say next week, but, writing's on the wall with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the ball game, seems to be.
3rd and 6. We'll hand off to Adams. Up the middle. He fights for what he can get. He may get a couple. And Greg Washington is back in. He must have just had the wind knocked out of him. Well, what a competitor he is.
Absolutely.
It's a senior and the guy that, and I can assure you that Greg Washington does not want this to be his last football game along with the rest of the seniors out there.
No, they don't.
So he's going to get in and get as much as he can get.
And I'd still like to know what's wrong with Eli Bolton. I just don't.
4th down and 4, and they will go for it.
Is that Latavian?
Well, they'll put Adams in the Wildcat. He'll go off the right side, and he does just what Latavian Scott does.
4th and 4.
And he'll pick up the 1st down. Looked like we had him in the backfield, but he just shoved us off, got to the edge, picks up a 1st down, all the way down to the 31-yard line. Adams will stay in the game. Latavian's got I'm sure he's got a comfortable seat on the sideline.
I'm sure he does. And he's earned it. And his offensive line has earned it.
All on the right hash. One back in the backfield. They'll hand it to Adams again off the left side, and he'll pick up a couple. And the clock will continue to run. 2:48 left in the Grizzly season. It's been a fun season. It's been fun to watch these guys. You talk about getting attached to them. Buck Ringgold said, you can get attached to these guys, and we have. We've seen some hard losses. We thought we had a chance to win games. Cabot, Conway, North Little Rock was, we kind of knew what was coming with that due to the suspensions, but there were other games that we thought that we had won, and we never gave up on them. They never gave up and came back, beat Southside. Good play there by Glenn Brewer, Chase Needham. Came back and you beat Southside, then you beat Van Buren, then you beat Bentonville. And you get to tonight, and I still say even after our first half meeting earlier in the season with Bryant and then watching them again tonight, 3rd down conversions, some penalties and things like that, things that went wrong in that 3-game skid, have gone kind of against us tonight. Our offense has just never really been able to put anything on the board.
Well, you know, if I'd have told you before the game that they'd shut out Northside's offense, wow.
No, I was really thinking 30, but wasn't going to happen. Braylon Butler, senior running back. Now he plays wide receiver some, but he's in.
Another third down conversion for Bryant. That just tells the story of the second half, Buzz. These third down conversions that Bryant's got tonight has just broken the backs of Northside. And
minute 20 and ticking.
That was an 11-yard gain on third and 8.
That's their third string running back. Well, they'll go into the victory now. Heffley takes the snap, and he'll just take a knee, class act. Buck James wins a win. They're just going to let this one, they'll get another snap, maybe 2 more snaps, and this one will be over. Well, I had a feeling coming here that we're going to continue that streak, be in the finals next week, but it is what it is. We're going to lose this one 28-7.
This is the first time this year, Buzz, that Northside's offense has been shut out. They got a field goal against North Little Rock, but they didn't even get a field goal tonight against this Bryant team.
Well, that'll do it. This will run off. Northside will meet Bryant midfield, led by Coach Fleur. Congratulate Bryant, wish him well in the finals. We'll take a break. We'll come back for the Floyd Trailer Honda post-game report right after this.
Whoa, doesn't time fly when you're having fun. Mike Blaylock with Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. For the past 35 years, we've had the privilege of providing service and York heating and cooling products to Fort Smith and the River Valley area. To have a red truck rolling your way, give us a call today. Serving Fort Smith and the area for 35 years. That's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services, 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Burton Pools and Spas. Check them out on their website, burtonpools.com. See their selection of hot spring spas, doughboy pools, and in-ground selections. As always, free spa and pool water testing. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun. BurtonPools.com. Chlorine-free Bacquisil pool care system. The difference is clear. BurtonPools.com. With 2 locations in Fort Smith and Springdale to serve you. BurtonPools.com.
Contemporary townhomes, luxurious apartments, and the convenience of nearby businesses. Welcome to the Hub at Providence. Providence, at its heart, the Hub is an exciting new live, work, play neighborhood, unlike any other in Chaffee Crossing or the Fort Smith metro area, and you can be a part of it if you act now. Own, rent, and work opportunities are all options as this new venture community unfolds. Visit providenceerc.com to learn more and plan your visit.
Well, our season has come to an end. We lose this one 28-7. Third down conversions, and we just couldn't get the offense. Just couldn't get the offense rolling. We're going to try to go down to Sarah for a final Cherry Berry sideline report with Coach Fleur. Sarah?
Hey, Coach, definitely not the end of the season we wanted to see tonight, but we did a great job this season, and I just wanted to congratulate you guys on a really well-deserved season. And how do you tell your guys, what do you tell them after this game?
I'm going to tell them when we started this, and when it's over, let's say we got beat by a better team, we gave our great effort, and that's what we did tonight.
Okay, well, congratulations on a good season.
Sure like to be seeing a different mood.
Yeah.
From Coach Fleur, but what a class act he is, and bringing this team here, playing the talent that Bryant has. There's no question. I mean, these guys they're loaded defensively, offensively, both lines. They controlled the line of scrimmage, both sides of the ball tonight. Latavian Scott did exactly what we thought he'd do. Heffley did just what we thought he'd do. They passed it more than they ran it, but when they did run it, they were very, very effective.
You know, I like what Coach Fleur said about a great effort. And I thought they played hard all 4 quarters. If you'd have told me before the game, I think most Northside people would agree with this, that Bryant would keep Northside's offense out of the end zone. They said there's no way with the talent Northside has. And Northside has their talent too, but Bryant's going to have a lot of these seniors Bryant have. They're going to be playing on Saturdays next year. Now they may not all play on the D1 level, but these kids are college football players in third down conversions and fourth down conversions. That one fourth down conversion there in early in the third quarter, that was a 4th and 1, and Latavian Scott goes 41 yards for a touchdown. That's just to go for it on 4th and 1. But when you have a talented guy like he is, but I'm proud of the Grizzlies tonight, the effort that they gave for 4 quarters. I hate to see this season end like this, but to make it to the semifinals of the 7A is a great accomplishment. They're going to finish as either the 3rd or 4th best team in 7A, and they'll be in the top. I know they should be in the top 10 overall in the state, but you never know how that's going to go. But they should be proud of themselves. They should hold their heads up, and that's what Coach Fleur is going to tell them. And I'm glad for Coach Fleur and his staff. What a great job they've done all year, especially to overcome that 3-game skid they had there toward the end of the season and come back and get this far in the playoffs.
Well, we'll take a break. We will hear from one more sponsor for the last time this year for our football Grizzlies, and then we'll come back for the A to Z Variety Store Players of the Game. This is Grizzly TV.
Expect the best and get it. Floyd Trailer Honda. Visit their showroom at 3200 Zero Street in Fort Smith or shop online at trailerhonda.net to browse an exciting inventory of new Hondas as well as pre-owned vehicles. Floyd Trailer has been in business in Fort Smith for 60 years and your hometown Honda dealer for 42 years. And they've been named Best of the Best by the readers of the Times Record. They strive to earn the trust and support of the community they happily serve. And at Floyd Trailer Honda, they always remember who's in the driver's seat. Stop by today.
When Arklahoma's businesses, churches, and schools need screen printing, embroidery, or signage, where do they go? There's only one answer: S&S Design and Sign Company. These organizations know that S&S will deliver quality work in a timely fashion. Whether it's apparel or storefront lettering, S&S Design and Sign is Arklahoma's screen print and sign shop, your best resource for designing and producing custom banners, as well as jackets, hats, and t-shirts. Find them on 64 Highway west of I-40 in Roland, or like them on Facebook or Instagram to learn more.
Weichert Realtors The Griffin Company provides an extraordinary real estate experience for both clients and agents. Now with offices in Bentonville, Springdale, Fayetteville, and Fort Smith, they proudly offer clients and customers the expertise you need when buying or selling. From contract to closing, their realtors are equipped with the knowledge and resources to ensure a smooth transaction, start to finish. Visit them at 3920 Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith or online at WeichertFortSmith.com. Experience the Weichert difference.
Welcome back to Hornet Stadium. We lose this one 28-7, but we do have the A to Z Variety Store Players of the Game, offensively and defensively. Jeff, what do you have?
Well, on defense, I think it's going to be obvious. He made a lot of tackles tonight. I don't know exactly how many he had, but he caused the fumble, knocked down passes, recovered the fumble for Northside's only score tonight. And our A to Z defensive player of the game is going to be number 11, Anthony Boo Travis.
I'll sure go along with that. He could just about get it every game.
Yeah, he comes to play every game, and he's just had a really, really consistent season all year. But we're going to go now to the offensive side of the game, and, nobody scored. Nobody made really any big plays tonight on offense except for one guy. And that's the punter, Dagan Moore. He got off some really good kicks tonight. He had to punt. I think he punted 10 times tonight, and he averaged over 40 yards a punt. And so our A to Z offensive player of the game is the punter, Mr. Dagan Moore.
Congratulations to those two. And Dagan's a sophomore. He'll be handling all the kicking next year, place kicking, all the kickoffs, extra points, field goals, punting. So really looking forward to that. He's got a strong leg. And Boo Travis, just kind of hate to see some of these guys go. What a great season it's been. But that's going to do it from Hornet Stadium. Bryant wins this one 28-7. We finished with a record of 8-5. Got to the third round of the playoffs. This has been a special group of Grizzlies, and Buck Ringgold said it best. You can get attached to these guys. We did, and we are. Thank you to the seniors for being great leaders. Thank you for the way you played the game. Congratulations for being the first senior class since the 80s that never lost to that other team. It's been an honor calling your games.
Absolutely.
Good luck in all you do. Your role model, Tanner Cross, kind of paved the way for you. He has been a joy to have here tonight. All you seniors will be missed. Darren Crawford, Lance Montgomery, Matt Davis. Lance couldn't be here tonight. Our production side, what you do is amazing, and I can't thank you enough. Contract renewals and raises, I'm sure, are going to come. You'll probably need to get with Darren Gardner on that. Thank you for your commitment to Grizzly TV and keeping your game face on for some Grizzly basketball. Alicia O'Neill and Ashton Little, our camera girls. You weathered the heat, the cold, the rain. You brought us those great camera shots. Thank you. Sarah Sawyer, our Cherry Berry sideline reporter. You have 2 other jobs, and you still made time for the Grizzlies on Friday nights. You also braved the weather to bring us those interviews, some of them easier to get than others, but you always seem to find a way. And on a selfish note, thanks for making Friday nights a little more special for your old daddy. Our stat man, the gooser, Don Ferris, who has eluded the state police the entire year, made it on time and tonight was a great example. We were supposed to pick him up, or he said he wasn't leaving Clarksville at 4:30. He gets here to the stadium the same time we do, and he does it all in a Prius. I don't get it, but he does it. Thank you, Don, for all you do. My football authority, my All-American, my future Hall of Famer, the 1987 Fitness Plus magazine Sexiest Man Alive, the Dash Rip Rock of color analysis, my friend for over 40 years, Jeff Ferris. Thank you for doing what you do, and that is loving Friday nights and Grizzly football. It's been a blast. Darren Gardner, owner of G2 Media and Life 98.7, you are the man. Thank you for bringing Grizzly TV to life. We talked about it. You did it. And we look forward to a great partnership for years to come. Christian Tyler, the go-to man, produces our coaches show and keeps everything going smooth behind the scenes. Thank you, Christian. Mrs. Jennings and her AV department, your participation in our coaches show and our broadcast is priceless. Thank you. If it wasn't for Dr. Darren McKinney working with Darren Gardner, there would not be a Grizzly TV. Thank you, Dr. McKinney, for all that you do. The Grizzly cheerleaders, our cheer squad, the Grizzly band, our fans, our sponsors, can't be thanked enough. Thank you to head coach Mike Fleur, his staff, Chad Frazier, David Little, Ed Hansen, Richard Bracken, Felix Curry, Ryan Solly, Rusty Bush, Ted Neal, Austin Severe, and Justin Kennard. Coach Fleur not only coaches the Grizzlies, but he played for the Grizzlies, and what he has done since he took the job in 2013 is amazing. Thank you for always making time for our coaches show, our interviews, or anything that pertains to Grizzly athletics, not to mention how hard you work to make this Grizzly TV a reality. Have you ever heard the saying, speed of the leader, speed of the team? Thank you, Coach Fleur, for being our leader. It took a Grizzly to do what you've done. For everyone involved with Grizzly football, I'm Buzz Sawyer. Have a happy Friday. Thank God for all of our blessings. And until we tee it up again for the 2019 season, be safe and go Bears.
You're watching Grizzly TV.